What's up everyone, welcome to the very first tutorial of learning how to develop an application inside your Android phone. So let's get started. But first of all, I'm not going to explain you the introduction and all the boring part, because I don't like to explain more depth on that, because I don't think that is more useful for you to understand about how Android was made and so on. So I'm going to skip that part and let's proceed with that. So one thing I need to mention is, if you are watching some other tutorials which is like 4 to 5 years back, do not watch that, because they are going to develop an Android application which is going to be the IDE of Eclipse, and I don't want you to watch how to make application of Android inside an Eclipse, because Google actually recommends you to download Android Studio from that website. From that Android Studio you can make an actual Android application, and it is very powerful as compared to Eclipse IDE. So let's get started and start building that. And if you are not familiar with programming and so on, what you need to do is you have to go ahead and learn some Java, so it will be much better for you to understand. Type JDK. Of course, I guess you must be having JDK inside your computer, but if not, and explain you anyway. From this JDK, go ahead from oracle.com. I'll add the link in the description of this website as well, so you can follow that one, Google as well. So from that, and Java SE standard edition, from the first one, development kit, go ahead and download that one only. Don't go for demos and samples. Go ahead and hit on accept license. I'm using 64-bit of my operating system. If you want to go ahead and check that out, go inside this PC or my computer, hit on properties. You will find out that what system type you have, 64-bit or 32-bit. If you are using 32-bit, you can x86 download that one. If you are using Mac, you don't have to download that one, because Mac is automatically going to detect that one and give you the explanation that you have to download this Java development kit. Anyways, if you are using Mac also, you download that one. Click on this one, and it is going to then ask you, do you want to save it? Of course you want to save it, and do next and so on. I'm going to skip that part, so because I trust in you, because I know you must be having the knowledge of how to install any program. So from this PC, I'm going to go ahead in my C drive inside my program files, click on Java JDK, and from here click over here and then Control C. After you copied this one, let me show you how we can copy this one. I use actually shortcut keyboard just for the screen. I did that. This PC properties. From there, go to advanced system settings. Inside advanced, go inside environmental variable. Comes over here, and let me just show you. This is the place I just paste it over here, and here you have to type Java underscore home and then hit OK. So that will be and create that one. I have done that previously also, but if not, create new one and type Java home and paste that link over there. So that's up for this video. I hope you try that out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. What's up everyone, welcome to the second part of learning how to make an Android application inside your computer for your phone. So let's get started and let's get right to it. So right now I'm and search it inside a Google. So here is my Google, and type Android Studio and then hit on enter. So first thing, it is always going to be development.android.com. so that is number one thing which is going to appear over here, and click on that. For that you have to download it over here. Right here you can see 2.2.3 for Windows, but if you're watching this tutorial for after some other time, it is going to add different version for that. Of course it is change it, because right now it is a very basic and just the starting of Android Studio, and it is slowly going to add some of the features, so it is always going to give an update again and again. Once you have downloaded it inside your computer, all you have to do is just update it. But first time you have to take a lot of time. Right now all you have to do is download it more and more stuff inside your computer, so it is download gigabyte and more of the time on that. So if your computer is slow, just wait for it. So one thing is best about this is, if you are using Mac, it is going to automatically detect for Mac, for Linux or for Windows. So I'm using Windows, and click on that, and this is how you read all of the terms and conditions because we trust something called Google license agreement, of course. Okay, so I'm going to accept that one. Download Android Studio. So it is going to ask, so there you see 1 gigabyte and more on, and take more of the time and follow that one. If not, you can follow this video as well. So it is going to teach you how we can install it. But anyways, if you're watching my videos, you don't need to take the help of this one. But if you have not watched my previous video, and do that as well, where I actually download JDK for that, and this is going to be the help of how to download that one. Follow that one, and if you want, you can take the help of this one, which is Windows for Mac for Linux. So everything has been decided by this, and continue with that. So there you see Android Studio has been downloaded. So I'm going to show in the Finder, and inside the Android Studio, click on it. So it is going to verify installation, and this time we are going to let it. So as it is taking time, so I'm going to go inside this PC, inside my D drive, install software, create a new folder, and give it a name as AndroidSoft software. Make sure that you don't give any space to it. So there's Android software, or just give it a name as Android Studio, Android Studio, and then there you see it is going to give a prompt, then hit yes, and it is going to ask you that welcome screen of Android Studio. So let me minimize this one, click next, I agree, and here it is going to give that your location to customize this. So I'm going to browse this PC, and here I'm going to install software Android Studio, hit OK. So my Android Studio is going to take 50 MB of space, and this is going to be inside C drive, and it is going to take 3 GB of space. It is going to give an update to that, so it is going to be inside C drive. So SDK is inside C drive. Click next. Android Studio, not create shortcut. I'm going to create shortcut. Install, and it is going to extract all of the Android Studio files. So let's just hold for it. So I'll fast forward this video. So there you see that it is going to extract all of the files, and it is going to go and complete this one. So there you see that extracting Android Studio is taking fast, and if you want, you can show the details. So it gives all the things that it is showing 100% success and all. If you see all of that, that's a plus point to it. So as you can see, the installation has been completed, and hit next and start Android Studio. So as you can see, I'm getting this prompt of Android Studio. I had the previous one of Android Studio, but I don't want previous version of settings. If you had, you can import that as well. So I'm going to hit OK. And there you see Android Studio powered by IntelliJ platform. So Android Studio is the part of IntelliJ, and wait for this installation of Android Studio. If it is opening for the first time, it is going to take a lot of times. Later on it will go fast forward like this, and then there you see Android Studio is going to get installed. Okay, there you see Android Studio. So it is going to give like phones, watch, TV, car, and Google glasses. We don't do that. So I'm going to go and click next, standard, custom, next, and then finish this one. So Android Studio is up to date, and finish. So there you see, this is how Android Studio is going to look. If you want, you can go and check for update, and it is going to say you have our latest update. So there you see, if you want, you can update it from here also. Then click on start new project. So I'll see you in the next video. What's up everyone, welcome to the part 3rd of learning how to make an Android application. So in this video I'm going to go ahead and create an application, but first I guess your Android Studio is working properly. As you can see, the version which we saw was 2.2.3, so I guess that must be the version you have, or maybe if you're watching it later on, the version might change. And all you have to do is, as you can see, the welcome screen of Android Studios, and click on check on update and download all of the files which has been needed for Android Studio. If not, download whatever it has been showing. So and click on SDK manager. Here you have and install all of this one. this is going to and open it up like this and open it up and install. Let me show you what you have to download. All of this one which is going to be here, and download all of that one and detect all of the thing which has been installed and whatever things is been needed. As you can see, I have installed everything up, and from here you have to download this thing which is most important for you. So all you have to do is click on this. You can see whatever things I've been doing. I'm not using this one because I'm not actually having a Nexus phone with me, so that's why I'm not going to and download that one. But this is for Nexus phone, but download that one, that will be much more better for you. So next thing I want to show you that this is all versions of Android which is starting from 2.1 and then it is going to and proceed more on that. So this is going to be the lowest one, which is 4.1.2 right now at this particular point of recording. Later on it might change. What you need to do is Android SDK tool, and here you have to do an install. This is for TV. If you don't do that installation, it is okay with that. This is for wearable, for example Google glasses or your watch. So if you want and do that, I don't have watch or Android TV, so I'm not going to and build that, but we are going to and develop it for your mobile phone. So everything which has been needed is Atom system items. So as you can see what things I have installed, and after that it is going to ask you and click on this one. So it is going to ask install one package. So all you have to do is click on here, accept the license and install it. So it is going to and download that one. So that's up. So now we click on SDK tool. Here you have to and install all of the main things which has been needed. You have to and install the driver for your mobile phone, and of course you have to keep this one inside your PC for sure. So now if there is any update which is going to come inside SDK, all you have to do is install each and everything. Don't skip anything. As you can see, I have to install for TV and Wear as well, and update everything which is come over here. And second thing, it is going to launch SDK manager, which is going to option right over there. So now I'm going to and start creating a new project. So it is going to open up. I don't want that, so I'm going to click new start. So here all you have to do is comes over here and create an application name. So as you can see, it was my application. So right now type my first application or whatever comes in your mind, but as we are going to and launch this application for yourself, and keep the name as, for example, Learn Android. So here I have kept my application name as Learn Android, and from here it is going to be for example.com or something like that. So let me just type ZealPlex.com. So as you can see it right over here, from backward to the top one. So here it is saying com.zealplex.learnandroid. So if you want later on, if give it like, for example, this is always going to be if you have any website and enter that one. If you want, if it is not giving what you want, and click on edit and change that one as well. So this is going to be the location of where this project is going to be installed. So I don't want that, so I'm going to go inside D drive, for example, and then let me see, go this PC, create over here my Android application. Here it is inside my D drive. Inside my D drive, my Android application, click over here and then hit OK. Install my application on that one. Application name must have uppercase letter. So it is saying that I should keep it capital L. So give you suggestion, follow that one, and every time you do something else, all you have to do is follow the instruction which is coming on that. Click next. But what I want to show you that what is the difference between company domain name. So this domain name is actually going to describe your application what is. For example, if I keep it Learn Android inside the Play Store and type Learn Android, you will find tons and tons of application with named same like Learn Android. So you don't have to keep the common name. The difference between your application and that application is this domain name. So this is the package name which is going to explain the Google Play Store that this application is from this side and it is created by this person, and this is the name of the application. So think about more on that and then give it a name, then click next. So right here you can see I have ice cream sandwich, which is the lowest right now, which is API 15. If you want, you can do something else. And also you have Bear TV and Google Glasses, so you can create that one as well, but we are main focus of our app tutorial is for mobile phones. So click on that and show you more on that. So here it is API level, so all you have to do is follow the API level, which is going to be the lowest one, and it is going to detect the latest one. So go with the defaults. So as you can see, it is for 97.4. if you don't understand what it is, right over here click on help me choose. So here it is saying 97.4 and so on. So Marshmallow is the latest one at present. At this point of time when I'm recording this video, it is Nugget, but right now for app development the lowest one is Marshmallow. And as you can see, Marshmallow is also being used by 4.7% of the people inside which are using Android phone. KitKat, as you can see, there are a lot of the people which is using KitKat, which is API level 19. So the lowest one is 15, which is can create like 87.5. If you're watching this tutorial late, again tell you that and deal with whatever you see which is default as here. What if you think that why should I go with the lowest one, which is this one, why don't API level 10? So many a times what happens that older version is not going to support more of the features, but as you go latest one, there are more features which is available for the phone. For example, augmented reality is being supported by some other version, and the later version which is like API 10, that is not going to support that augmented reality. So many of the things which is coming up next inside the Android is coming with more and more stuff, more features with that. So then I'm going to click on next, and as you can see, there are a lot of theme which is been given by Android Studio at this present of time. We will go and see more of that later on, but as you are learning it for the first time, and click on empty activity and then click on next, and then keep it as default and then finish one and create a very own first app. As you know, whenever you learn something, learn any technology, what do you have to learn something is and create hello world for that. But in this Android Studio you don't have to do that, because Android Studio itself is going to do and create a hello world for you. For example, as you can see, it is going to take time, so more of the space you give it to the RAM, it is going to go and help Android Studio to do that. So if you are using browser and use Mozilla Firefox, because it is going to use less of the RAM, and Chrome is going to use more of the RAM, as Android Studio itself is taking too much of RAM, as you can see it over here, and every time it is going to give you tip of the day. Read it if you want. If you don't want, click and show startup if you are good with Android Studio, but right now you are learning it, so always read that. Process this one, so it is going to take time, and wait for it and let it build an application for your mobile phone without any coding skill, and it automatically going to create hello world application for you. So I guess this video was very long, but this was the important, because if you know the basic, you will know the advanced. So thanks for waiting. At this point of time, I'm not going to do all of that stuff again, because as you know that it takes lot of time, and I don't want you to wait for that. So as you can see, right now my application is built inside Android Studio, Min XML and Java. If you know that this one is looking pretty hard, jump back to easy one, and then I'm going to teach you about Android Studio. So that's it for this video. I hope you learned something new in this video, and this video is not going to come again and again, so I'm going to skip this part and then we'll directly jump back and start with Android Studio. So see you in the next one. What's up everyone, welcome to the part 4th of how to make an Android application. So in this video I'm going to explain you how you can build a mobile phone inside your computer inside a computer. Anyways, so let's get started and let me show you how we can do that. So as you can see it in front of your screen, you will find out there is AVD Manager. So that is actually a mobile phone which is going to be created by Android Studio itself. You don't have to download something else. It is already going and install it inside your Android Studio. All you have to do is click on that. But in my case, there was a problem that my CPU does not support VTX. So that was my fault, and actually I didn't want to use that one as well. So this one is going to run because as I showed you about my SDK and show you about SDK manager. So as we have downloaded this, let me show you. As we have downloaded the part which I was showing you, Intel Hakim. So let it load for a second. So there you can see as it loaded over here. So which I was saying that you should have Intel.emulator, so Hakim installer. So this is going to be the best one, which is going to be help you to download AVD manager and from that Hakim and play that one. But I don't have VTX support, so that is why it is not going to run, but in your case it might run. If not, don't worry, and show you the different way of how we can do that. And second thing, what do you need to do is, all you have to do is connect your mobile phone and keep it inside a developer option. This is my mobile screen, this is my physical device which I have in my hand, and you can see it on your computer screen as well. So let me show that. I'm going to go and apps and go ahead in settings, and then so I'm going to head on about device, and after about device you can scroll it, and here you get the build number. So click on build number 7 times and it is going to enable the developer option which will be connected to your PC. So after developer option is there, so click on developer option, and after that hit on enabling in USB debugging. So it is unchecked, so it is not going to work, but you always have to click on check and it is going to become a developer option, so you can connect it in your mobile phone and it is going to get access to mobile phone. So I'm going to go back, so cancel that one, but right now I'm going to, as a tutorial, find out another way of how we can do that. Open a browser. I'm using Mozilla Firefox, or you must be using Chrome, it doesn't matter what you use, and type Geny motion, and here it is saying Geny motion Android emulator. So open up the site, because I was having the problem of VTX, so I found out the solution inside the Google, and I was looking forward to how should I resolve that, and pretty much that doesn't help me out with that. So all you have to do is click on accept, and they were showing from this website you direct download that one, but when I visited this website everything was changed, and only thing you have is buy now. Why should I buy it? All I have to do is get a free version, but in this case all you have to do is buy that one. So that was pretty messed up for me, and as you can see 136 per year, so why should I buy it? So I skipped this part and was looking forward to how should I resolve that. So I got another way, which is file hippo. So and click over here, and here what you have to do is from this website is actually going to and give you the link of VirtualBox. So right here you don't have VirtualBox, so for that I visited a new website and there I typed VirtualBox and I just downloaded a VirtualBox inside my computer. There you can see Oracle VirtualBox. So there you can see that I got VirtualBox from another website and Genymotion from another website, and I just installed both of them, and from there I found out the solution that how we can run it in another way. If this is telling you that you need to buy it, we have another way to do that. So from here you can visit, and all you have to do is download this one. So I'm not going to explain you how you can install it. From that download option you can see, click on VirtualBox, download that one, next, and I'm going to skip that part because I know I trust in you. So download this here, and from here you download Genymotion, both of them. So VirtualMotion and Genymotion both will be downloaded, and now first what do you have to install is you have to install VirtualBox first, then you have to go ahead and jump on Genymotion. After both of these things which has been installed, so what you have to do is here you can see this is the icons which will come on side my desktop, that is Genymotion Shield and Genymotion, and second is Oracle VirtualBox. So first we have an open VirtualBox. So and say the newer version is okay. I don't want to download that newest version right now because it is inside the tutorial. Click on start. So it is going to start VirtualBox and it is going to take time, and probably it is and create a VirtualBox which is going to be helpful for me to open Geny Motion and wait for it to open it up. So it is booting kernel, so it is actually building an application which is been inside Linux. So it has been started, and there you can see Android is been showing over here. So now I'm going to go ahead and minimize both of them, and I'm going to click on Geny Motion. So right now Geny Motion will be helpful and start building it up. So all you have to do is click on settings and so on, click on start, and probably going to be open up a mobile phone inside your computer. So let's go for it, and there you can see that free version is available for personal use only. If you use business version, it is going to give you an option of you need to buy this. So I'm not going to buy that one because you know you are actually learning how to make an application. Why should I pay for that? Because you're like me, watching this tutorial and learning how to make an Android application. So it is going to take some time, and as you can see it is actually launching an phone. So there you see a phone is been launched. So I know this video is going to be a bit longer because I showed you a different way how we can do that. And second thing, as you can see in Android virtual device, it is going to run it, and it is going to take 1 or 2 minutes to run it, but this Geny Motion, it is going to take like 15 to 20 seconds to run it. So that will be much more faster way how we can proceed and keep our development process much more faster. So right now next thing we have to do is we have to install Geny Motion inside our Android Studio. As you can see, you can see Geny Motion and how you can run it. Click on start. It should give the Geny Motion option. As you can see, Geny Motion is been up and running, so it is actually connected right over here. So I don't want to run this one. Create like this AVD manager inside my Android Studios, and click on start, click on settings, and here and right over here, and click on plugins. Inside my plugins, type right over here Geny Motion, then hit on enter, search in repository. So it is giving me the option that you can install Geny Motion inside your computer. So click on install, and it's saying you need to restart Android Studios and restart Android Studio. If not, apply it, hit OK and restart. So now it is going to take some time for me to open up Android Studio. So skip this part of Android Studio getting open. Alright then, my Android Studio is been restarted successfully, and it is building the Gradle. As you can see the loading bar right over here. So right now it has been installed, and second thing you need to see is this icon over here has been added, Geny Motion Device Manager. So click on it and Geny Motion has been there. So all you have to do is give it a path wherever your Geny Motion has been there. So search wherever the Geny Motion has been there. So I'll skip this part. After you have given the path, all you have to do is click on start. From Geny Motion, click on OK, and your hello world will probably and open it right over here. So right now as you can see it is building right over here, but after that it has been built, give you hello world without even coding a single line of code. But all you have to do is download bunch of the things which have taken much of the time of yours. So as you can see inside my Geny Motion, this program is coming up with and saying hello world. So all it did, it actually open up Android Studio, and it comes up with, as you can see, learn Android, and congratulations, you have successfully created an application inside an mobile phone application without even coding a single line. So here you have created an application which says hello world, learn application. So I hope you try that out, and I'll see you guys next time. So this was the longer video, but it is actually helping me that how we can use and test out your application. So because this is going to be the very most important tool for learning purposes and for testing purposes as well. Second way of doing that is using your physical phone. I hope this video helps you out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. If you have any problem with that, comment it down below and explain you, or add the link from where you can download that one. So if not, I have a description which is going to link you of VirtualBox, Geny Motion and so on. So see you in the next one. What's up everyone, welcome to the part 5th of how to develop Android application, and in this video you have to learn something that you have to enable your mobile phone, and that is going to detect and it is going to install application. Whatever you do inside Android Studio, it is going to go ahead and appear into your physical phone. My recommendation is you always use your USB cable to connect your mobile phone and then test it inside your mobile phone. Just for tutorial purpose, I'm going to use my screen. Otherwise, all you have to do is use your physical phone, because it is going to be perfect and it is going to work same way in the real world when you share your application. So preferable choice is and use a real device. As you can see, my physical phone, this is my home screen, and as you can see I got one missed call. So what I'm going to do is and click on my apps and then inside my settings. After that, inside my settings and scroll it, and there you can see my developer option is been enabled, but yours must be not enabled because it is your physical phone and you have not developed any application inside your mobile. So go ahead and click on about device. After that, it is going to go ahead and update software. I'm using the very old version of Android. So all you have to do is click on build number 7 times. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and then you will get a pop-up that is going to say your phone is been enabled with the developer option, as you can see right over here, and click on developer option. After developer option, all you have to click is activate and click on USB debugging. So if this is enabled, all you have to do is click on enable it. So it is going to enable it. Okay, now it has been enabled. And allow marking location if you are using GPS inside your mobile phone, just to test an application which is going to use and take the help of Google Maps. So that is going to be another one, but right now it's okay with that. Close everything up, and this is my mobile phone which has developed an Android application, how you can use that, and explaining how you can install and appear your physical phone into your screen and then test out in your Android Studio. So, and one more thing I need to explain you was, and open up my Google Chrome browser, and before launching anything, if you are using a Mac, and this video ends over here, you can go ahead and continue with the next video. But if you are using Windows, all you have to do is OEM, click on Android, and lead you to another website that is from developers.android.com. All you have to do and install your mobile driver inside your computer. So only if you are Windows user or Linux, but Mac, all drivers come with the Mac, so you don't need to do that. I use Mac for developing of Android application, but just for tutorial I'm using Windows. So there you see how you can go ahead and find out computer manager, device driver, and so on. Whatever device you're using, for example Samsung, just go ahead and visit that one. Or you can get one more option, that is go ahead and click on driver, update driver, and from here you will get portable device or USB. All you have to do is click on that and click on update driver, and search automatically. Just go ahead and download that one, and then it is going to be very easy for you to use your mobile phone and test your mobile application via Android Studio. Test your application. We will start making actual project, because I know this is very messed up. I'm just telling you, just go ahead and download at this point of video. After that, I'm not going to tell you and download. All we are going to do is just coding and applying that and making a real application for your Android device. So that's up for this video. I hope you tried that out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. What's up everyone, welcome to the 6th video of developing Android application for your Android mobile phone. and in this video and look forward to main part of developing Android application. As you know that we have gone step by step and we have downloaded so many things that we are going to and finally work with making a project right now. So before I proceed, I need to explain you some XML. First thing what are the steps we did before proceeding to this video. So first of all, what we did, we actually downloaded JDK Java Development Kit. If not, in previous video and watch all of the videos and then jump back to this video. If not, if you have any problem with that, comment it down below so I'll help you with that. Right now we have downloaded JDK, then we have downloaded an IDE, then we are going to learn XML, and then we will look forward to making application using Java, and then we will finally reach out to make an application interactive with user. Then we are going to go ahead and convert it into APK file, and everything will be done slowly but surely. So as you know that we have reached by downloading all of those things which has been needed, and if you are watching this video, I really thank you for watching this video after watching all of the downloading and boarding part. So in this video, I'll explain you about XML. So as we can see in front of your screen, I'm not using Android Studio for explaining you XML, because in XML you will find out much more better ways how you can understand how it actually works, because Android Studio is like pretty intimidating. It's very messed up. Whenever you just and see it for the first time, it is like, what the heck am I looking at? Am I going to code in this one? Of course, and learn coding finally in that way only, because in starting way you might get confused. So better for that I use XML visualizer. So I'm going to go ahead and teach you on that. So explain you about views. There are type of views and we need to understand how this type of views work. For example, and watch any tutorial, for example, and visit whatsapp.com, and there you can see in my WhatsApp there are a list of things which you can see inside your WhatsApp. It's like, as you can see, an image view, then we will have a bar, and then in the bar if you click on it you will find out that it is written as text. So as you can see, whenever you can open up your WhatsApp, you will find something which is like image, then you have tabs, and then you will get list of line, and then everything is inside a text. So first of all, I can teach you about text view and image view in this video. Then we will go and look forward to how we can customize everything inside an XML. And don't worry, if you forget anything, and look forward to Android Studio, you will find out it is very easy, and you will find out it is pretty much very easier for you to understand. So as you can see in front of your screen, text view. So this is where I'm going to go ahead and write my codes, and this is my mobile phone. Whatever things we write over here, it is going to apply it over here inside this phone. Right now, as you can see, text view, it has been written. So there you know that this is a text view, and you can see it that capital T and capital V is being used for text view. Same way it is going to appear inside, and I know it is going to give me error because I have not teach you about view groups, but let me show you how it is going to look forward to it. Type IMAGE image VIE view, and then you close it like this, and then type IMAGE VIEW, and then this is going to be the close tag for it. So as you can see, this is the opening tag and this is the closing tag, but best of all you need to do is you just close it like that. This is also the closing tag, and whatever you do inside this one will be, right now this is image view, and whatever you see right now you are watching some errors, but forget about that, just concentrate on whatever the codes I have written on top. So this is the image view and this is text view. So inside here you have to type Android, and it is like HTML somewhat, but this is little bit different of XML inside Android Studio. So every time you write, you have to type Android. Don't worry, Android Studio is going to handle everything and it is and write it for you. As you know that whenever we start the application, it automatically created a hello world application for you before you write any code. So that was pretty nice with Android Studio. It is actually helping you out to make an application much more faster and much more easier for you. So as you know that Android text is Nazir, so whatever text I have written and apply it over here. So here you can see layout width is wrap content, layout height is wrap content, text size is 24 sp. Don't worry about sp and dp and explain you about text sizes and remove this one. Okay, so now as you can see, copy this one and paste it right over here. So this is image, so text won't appear over here. So this is how image view and text view are going to be look inside your Android Studio. So here you can see Nazir has been written, and here and change the size of my text. It is going to apply on your mobile phone. So next line and explain you about wrap content and layout height as wrap content, layout width as wrap content. Layout width is actually, you can see it right over here, and height will be from top to bottom, from left to right is width, and from top to bottom is height. So wrap content, and there will be another one which is known as match parent. So let me just close this one and type match match. Make sure to keep everything in small caps. match underscore parent. If you forget this code, don't worry, Android Studio is going to look forward to and help you with that. I'm using another way, not using Android Studio, but Android Studio is going to be the master for you and is going to be your best friend. Don't be happy because Android Studio has still many errors in that as well. So that's the reason Android Studio keeps on updating right now. If you're watching this video after some times, Android Studio will be having a good stand. So okay, so match parent is going to find total size of what is from left to right, and if I type like wrap content, it is going to be just the size of Nazir. So let me just go ahead and give it a background, AND ROID BACKGROUND background, and keep it as red. Okay, it is not appearing because I have not written the code of background, so maybe that's the problem, but in sometimes you know that how you can change it later on. But I hope you got the point of my explanation. So right now I taught you about text view and image view. I hope you find it useful because this basic is going to be help you in future progress, because nobody explained this in depth. They are just going and rush it inside their video and keep it smooth and make your basic strong. So maybe if in future projects your basic won't give you any error in that. So see you guys in the next video. What's up everyone, welcome to the part 7th of learning Android development, creating an application for your mobile. So right now I'm going to go ahead and bundle up many things inside this video, so don't forget to leave this video because this video is going to be the most important and cover up everything about all XML. So don't forget to leave this video, okay? Watch it till the end. So right now I just taught you about text view, image view, and now I'm going to explain you about layout, which is like view group. So first of all, there are two types of view groups. Let me just go ahead and explain you about linear layout and relative layout. This two type of layout has two different groups, that is view groups. So they are like two parents. For example, if there are two parents and if something said by your mom, you are going to and do whatever things you like to do. But in case if there's your dad who is and tell you to do this and strictly stick to it and follow the instruction given by your dad, whereas mom loves you, so you just forget about it and just roam around here and there. But in this case, this is a machine code, and in this machine code, what is the difference between relative layout and linear layout is relative layout is and describe a specific think that you have and sit on this chair, you are going to go ahead and sit on the chair. Whereas in linear layout, whatever you do, it is going to be the most simplest way and present it right over here. So maybe it is going to be from horizontal or vertical, but it is going to be as simple as it can be. So as you can see it in front of your screen that I'm using the display of a WhatsApp application where you can see everything is customized and everything looks much more better. So it's like a straight line and everything is bundled up together, whereas in relative layout it is not like that. So as you can see in front of your screen that there you can see my computer screen, this is my mouse, this is my keyboard, and my CPU is way far, and as on the right bottom is me standing and on the left bottom is my microphone. So everything is set on different way on your mobile screen, so everything is customized and kept specifically. It is all done by relative layout. So if you can see that my monitor has a keyboard which is below it, and for example my mouse is below my monitor, my keyboard is on the left side of my monitor screen. So this is how it is going to be handled by relative layout. So I hope you got the idea of relative layout and linear layout, and show you about the codes of how it has been written. So view groups are the main thing, which is like parents. So after the parents there are children. The children are which I showed you as text view and image view. See more of the children's, which is going to be button, and more of the things. Image, text and button are used most often, so that's the reason I'm going to go ahead and give you the example of that. So as you can see in front of your screen there is a relative layout, and I have given it the property of match parent. That means relative layout is going to take total top to bottom of its space and a height also from top to bottom. So now I'm going to go ahead and describe you about linear layout. And one more thing I want to show you, that as you can see that linear layout can be parents of relative layout, whereas relative layout can also be inside the linear layout. So it is all depend on how you are going and design your application. Alright then, so this is going to be layout width is match parent, layout height is matched, and described you about padding left and padding right in the later video, but explain you about linear layout. So linear layout is going to be orientation will be vertical. So if you go ahead and play some games, for example if you run a temple run game inside your phone, it is going to be straight, whereas and play for example a car game, for example NFS, so it is going to be in landscape mode. So it is going to be work as a you have to twist your phone, whereas in temple run you have to hold your phone in a straight way. So there are types of application which and make it horizontal or vertical, or you can give the functionality of both as well. So this one is being specialized to keep it as vertical. That's the orientation which is inside the linear layout, weight and height. Now comes the button. So this is the third part: image view, text view and the button. There are many more views, and look forward to it when we switch to Android Studio. So this is button. So this is going to be the wrap content. So it is going to take the size of whatever things is inside new button. So it is just going to take the size of new button, whatever the size of content, and grab everything up till the content ends. If your contents get bigger, it is just going to see the size of it and prefer it a specific size to it. If not, it is going to show whatever the content is, and it is going to wrap everything up like that. So this is named as new button. If I need to change it, for example this is a button, so it is going to and appear it right over here. Okay, so it is going to apply it inside your phone. If hit refresh, it is going to apply over here, but and hit refresh because I think you got the point of it. And whatever you and do anything inside your code, everything must be inside an ID to it, because from the ID we can refer it and write a code inside your Java. So forget about Java right now, but show you that from this ID Java gets triggered by this specific button. That's the reason we have to write a ID inside your XML code. So this is button 2, and here you can see the linear layouts ends over here, and you know this is the end tag and this is the end tag which I showed you in the previous video. Same way relative layouts with match parent and DP and SP. So and write any text. For example, you can see this is the text. All you have to do and type Android, and then it is going to be 24 SP. Okay, Android size PEX text size. Okay, so SP is going to derive that it is inside the text, and this is going to be the size of text. SP is going to work only with text, whereas and do anything with other images it is going to be DP. Alright, so let me explain you about DP and SP. So SP, it is going to bundle up the text, and DP is going to bundle up everything you see on your screen. And explain you about DP and SP. It's not about that you have to learn about it, but if and written any other codes, this might get trickier for you. So as you can see in front of your screen, there are graph papers. So graph papers is like, and keep it as 4px, that is pixel. I have 3 devices in front of my screen, that is 4 graph paper, and click like 4px. It is going to take from top to bottom and from left to right just 4. So 4 is been accepted by my device. So if I have a higher resolution of my device, it is going to and grab that one, and if I have extra large, it is going to go ahead and be very tiny when it comes to pixel, whereas DP, it is going to help it, and it is going to shrink it everything and active it according to your screen size. So everything is been handled by Android Studio. So remember that you don't have to type anything like pixels and so on, and stick with DP for anything you do inside your screen, and for text you have to write SP for that. So everything is up with this. I taught you about buttons, width, height, text, IDs. Okay, so right, and wrap up this video. I think this was the longer one, but in this video you got many things which is going to be more informative for you in the later videos, and is going to help you out and explain you more in depth of it. But Android Studio is going to be your best friend in using XML. I'll show you about that shortly, but see you in the next video. My name is Nazir and I'm signing out. What's up and welcome to part 8 of developing Android application for your Android mobile phone. So in this video I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about padding and margin. Just for margin and padding I had made this particular video. So as you can see in front of your screen that I have used my keyboard because that's what came in my mind by how you can go ahead and understand it much more properly. There are other ways for explaining, but this is my way of explaining it. So as you can see that whatever the space you see outside of the button, it is margin, but whenever you and see the letter which is inside the button, it is going to be the padding. So total, it is going to take the area of this whole button. So and see your keyboard properly, so it is taking the size of total of this distance. But whatever you see, it is coming upwards, it's all taking the space from bottom to the top. So it is like taking the size of a margin. Same way it is going to apply it inside your mobile phone. If everything is inside, it is going to be the padding, and if it is outside the button, it is going to be the margin. So for example, as you can see in front of your screen, this is text view and margin only. So it has taken whatever is outside. So here also you can see whatever is outside in this text view padding only. So here we have used what is inside, and inside it there is a text view. So from this text view we have and write out the code inside this text view, and so on. I hope you got my point and describe you how it has been written. So this is a linear layout, and here everything you must understand what is written right over here. So first of all, it is written inside the code as 10 dp. So DP stands for, I just explained you in the previous video. So DP, it is going to take the size which is going to be outside. So as you can see, it is taking what is outside. Alright, so now you know that what is taken outside is actually a margin. For deeper understanding, they have given the so color is text color, and here you can find out the code as #000. Just if you want to know the color of whatever application you are making, just to your browser and type material design Android. So here you will get the application which is going to be from the developers.android.com, and here it will lead to your application that how you should go ahead and customize it inside your mobile phone. Material design. So here you will get the code of material design style. So from here you can learn about the color, and from here you will get the code of this is going to be the darkest pink, this is going to be the lightest pink. Just go ahead and grab that code and just switch back, and inside the code you can choose the color for that. Here you can understand that background is being used for color and text color is being used for color. Second thing, inside the text view we used SP, where else and use image or something else we are going to and use DP. We have used DP for margin and padding as well. I hope you got the knowledge that how we can search the color just by going to Google and type material design Android, and it will lead you to this website. And on top of that, everything which I discuss in the videos will everything be inside my description. So if you understand everything, that's good. If not, you can check out my description, and from that link you can go and visit that website. So, and from the Google developer option we have got a cheat sheet. Show you about the cheat sheet which is given by Google developers for Android. So here you will get the PDF files from Google developers. Here you will get what is text view, what is image view, and what is button view. You have covered all of these three topics, and another will be views and do something which is going to be taking the size of views. View code is been there, text edit code is also been there. If you are using a spinner code has been there. You can go ahead and download an PDF file. I'll add the link in the description that will lead you to this website, and from there you download it right over here. So there is checkbox, radio button, rating bar, switch statement, seek bar, search view where you can search whatever is inside your program. So you have the search view for that, progress bar for like loading some process, so loading spinner, progress bar if your program is loading, you will have this progress bar inside your application, so it looks much more professional, and it is given by Google developers. So everything is whatever is inside over here is genuine. So I hope you try that out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. What's up everyone, welcome to the part 9 of developing Android application for your Android mobile phone. So and build an Android application which is going to be your first very own application. Actually we build one application that says hello world, but right now we are going to understand about the version of Android. If you are being an Android developer and if you don't know about Android versions, that will be pretty messed up. So right now and explain you about all of the version names, and it is going to appear in APIs, but and differentiate about API levels right now, because that is going to be very messed up for your mind. So I'm going to go and just see the names. And first of all there was 1.1 and so on, but let's just keep it name as alpha and beta. Then it started from C, D, E, F and G, and right now it is at nugget. So after L, M, N, after N it comes O. So next version of Android is going to come with the name of O, and it is going to be a desert name or sweets. From sweets find out sweets name or hot chocolates and so on. You will find out whatever the things which has been desert, it is going to and come up with that name. So it is going to go from A to Z. So I wonder what will they do after Z. So that doesn't matter, but right now it is at nugget. So cupcake, donut, eclair, froyo. At froyo Android becomes much more popular and it came inside the market from that gingerbread. So I started using Android from gingerbread. Then comes honeycomb and so on. So right now we will go and look forward to how we are going and develop Android application. And close this one, I was thinking what should I use for making an application, as we are going to be a developer of Android. So I was looking forward to some images which is going to be applied inside our Android phone. So I thought this is good, but after you have been a developer, then only you can use this one. Of course I'm joking, you can download it anyway. So I'm going to use this image. I searched on Google and find out this image. I found this image pretty nice, so if you want I'll add the link in the description so you can follow this image, same image, or you can find out any image you like. You can use your very own image as well. And second thing I want to say, always keep that image will be in the size of KB and try to make it use of PNG image. It doesn't matter if you use PNG image or whatever, Android Studio is going to maintain it and just going to look forward to whatever the image is. It is going to be very sharp at using, it doesn't matter, PNG, JPEG, GIF or so on any other ways. Android Studio is going to handle with that and you just have to give it a part of this application. So all you have to do is save that image. So it is going to be saved inside my desktop that says Android JPG. Okay, it's fine with me, and save that one. So it has been saved inside my desktop. And just go ahead and copy this image, open up my Android Studio. I know Android Studio takes a while to load, but my Android Studio is open right now. But before we can create some application, I would like to do some settings inside your Android Studio. I'm not doing any downloads, so don't be angry with me. Alright, and click on settings. Inside your, go inside your editor, open it up, open up your generals and go to auto import. All you have to do is click on import pop-ups and just go ahead and click everything whatever comes over here and then hit on apply. Next we are going to and look for the appearance. What you have to do is click on show line numbers, show method separators, and if you want you can use this one as well. So I don't want this one, then hit on apply. So next up what we have to do is, so that's wrapped up with doing all the settings and then hit OK. So right now we are done with doing settings inside your Android Studio, and I hope this is going to work inside it, but right now I have not used my emulator. What do you have to do is open up your VirtualBox and then use your Geny motion. It's gonna take some time to load. New version is available, of course. Download it later on after this video maybe, and click on start and open it up, then switch this part and look forward to Android Studio. So as we have copied that image, what do you need to do is open everything up. So it is recommended that use project, but right now as we are just looking forward to how this Android Studio is looking, that is going to be inside manifest and Gradle script. So from that, if it is not appearing, click on projects, so this will come up, and from here you can click on project. If you click on project, it is going to ensure whatever the files it is coming up with, folder to folder, folder to folder. I hope you got my point. Minimize this one and open up the Geny motion. So it's gonna load up and forward to Android Studio. So right now we are going to go inside the design, and here you see it is taking longer size. So what do you have to do is just go with Nexus 5X. So that's what I'm using. I'm not using, that's what emulator I'm going to use for it. We are going to use Geny motion for that, and Geny motion is and appear that one for us. Open up whatever is inside this app. So there is manifest Java resource file. So I have copied that image and create new drawable resource. Just skip on this. It's better you have just copied this one and use keyboard shortcut press Ctrl V, so it automatically find out that Android Studio is there, where the folder is going to be inside my application. Just hit on apply. So there you see Android JPG is applied over there. And switch to text view and design view. There are two steps, design view and text view. In text view we can find out this text view, button, toggle button, checkbox, and whatever we saw in the previous video which was getting messed up. All you have to do is click and drag, so it is going to and generate whatever will be wrap contained. You have the option of match parents and wrap contained. All you have to do is scroll it and find out text view and change the text. Because it's text view, it is going to and use text view. If you want, you can use the size. If you want to and view all properties, you have the option of that one as well. So if you find it this one, there is some error, as you can see, some hard copy text view and so on. It is going to give you the warning, but you can skip on that also. I know this video is getting longer and longer, so in this next video and directly use Android Studio and just run an application for that. So see you guys in the next video. What's up everyone, welcome to the 10th part of learning how to develop Android application for your Android mobile phone. So in this video I'm going to go ahead and explain you how we can create your very own application and do that. So I'll promise you and develop Android application, your first application inside your mobile phone for sure, as we have created Hello World. Actually Android Studio did it for us, but right now my emulator is running. In the last video I opened it up and showed you how you can run that. If not, you can use your mobile phone, directly connect it via USB. I showed you how you can download the driver, so it should be good to go. So right now we are going to go inside. This is the screen which is going to be developed by Android application. Android Studio has created an XML file and main.java. We will look forward to Java in upcoming videos, but right now our main focus is to learn XML. As you can see, it is a relative layout, so in the relative layout we can move everything up and down and so on. So right now I'm going to go and switch it back and give it a space so I can see more code on that. So I just switched it all on the right side. So this is the code which has been look forward to it. So right over here, this is the package name which we have created just starting of the video. I'm not going to then create new video again and again because it takes much of the time. Just watch each and every video of mine so you be in the smooth way. So as you can see, this is the package name. This is the ID given as relative layout. This is the parent of our project, so it is going to go ahead and take match parent and match parent with height. So it's taking full screen of my mobile phone, and also it has the padding. So right now not going to deal with padding, so we don't want whatever the content is going and take the size of this one. So I'm just going to and remove all of the padding. So I'm going to go and deal with that. So this is com.ZealPlex learn Android. So learn Android application which we have created. In the older one we are working with that only. Second thing I want to show you that, and click on settings, there is one option that is going to be, you can use Dracula, so that is going to apply with black and white theme. Click on apply, so it becomes black and white. Mostly I code with the night time, so this is going to be the best one, but if you're working in the daytime, switch back to IntelliJ or Windows. So this is going to be the normal Windows theme. So after that I close that one. After just showing you how to apply the theme, go to design, and from here you get once and zoom it a bit so it becomes more clear to you and more visible for me as well. So I'm using Nexus 5. From here you can customize what of the version and what is the size of the application you are using. So I have deleted the padding, so right now there is no padding. Click on it and use the delete key on your keyboard and delete it from here. So it says learn Android. So right now our application is been getting developed. So let me zoom out from this widget option and find image view. So this is image and media, image button. I don't want to use button, I'm going to use image view. and crop it inside the center, so it is going to and open up the window. So right now I have previous video, I just pasted this image inside a drawable folder inside right over here and click it OK. So as you can see, that image is appearing over here. It didn't ask me PNG, JPEG or something else. Take it full screen of the size. Top and bottom is showing white space. So for that, another way of doing that is cropping Android, scale, type, center crop, take the size and scan it, so it is a scan type, keep it inside the center and crop the image. Preview that one, zoom it over here or and click on design. So both ways it is going to appear like that. So let me zoom out a bit. I don't know why in the previous video I zoomed it a lot. So as you can see, it is shrinked over here. So I don't want this one. It was customized automatically. I want to use, for example, Nexus 4. So it becomes much more smaller and much more compatible for us to understand. Zoom it a bit. So this is how our Android application is look like, and take a text view and just grab it and paste it right over here, and take this also and paste it right over here. Alright, so our two text view is appeared over here. Click on this text view. As you can see it right over here, it says text view 3. I just deleted 1 and 2 in the previous video just because I was showing you that how we created. So right now it's taking wrap content. You can use the help of this one if you want. Keep it as bold, so it becomes much more bold. If you can use italic, it can do that. If click it in the center and so on. Switch back to a text view, copy this one and keep it on the top. Everything which is going to come after it, it is going to apply for that. If this text view is right over here and this image view is above this text view, this text is not gonna appear. So after image is there, so image is inside the background, and on top of that layer is text layer, same way as we work with Photoshop. So text align, so I don't want this one. I just bolded from right side, so it just applied it same thing right over here. As we are using text, so these are all margins. Type Android, text, size. So as you can see, as I am typing, Android Studio is actually helping me out. That's what I said in the previous video. So as we are using and dealing with text, we have to use SP for that, 25 dp. Alright, then it also gave me the suggestion. So as you can see, I can read it right over here. So let me just go ahead and change the text view as I am going to be the developer. I'm going to be the developer. I am going to be the developer. So it's taking much more space. If you want, you can scale it. It's taking some more space, so keep it on the right side. I'm going to be the developer. So let and change size. Where is the size? Okay, it's 22 dp, so I'm going to keep it as 20 dp and check that out. That is also not working. Keep it as 15. Design view, so it's not working properly. So if you want, you can use your physical phone and test it out there also. So this is the black one. What if I use text? Of course I want to use Android, and then text, and then press C, so it will give you the option of color and hashtag 123 FF3456. so that's the color of white. So let's check that out. See if it's not working. There is some problem with material design, text color, primary dark. Okay, that's what the suggestion gave me. So this is how my Android application is gonna look like. So let me just go and delete what I have written. Okay, so it is written below the text, so it should apply over here, and I'm doing changes in this one. That's the reason it was not appearing over there. So let me just go ahead and take this one and type text color, copy this one, comes over here, paste it over here, and see the text is taking blue color. And if I go ahead and change it, for example, hashtag F, small f 1 2 3 4 5 6, so let's check that out. Okay, it's appearing white now, is equal to color will be primary. Now let me just check that out. Okay, so here I'm seeing I'm going to be the Android developer. I'm going to be the developer. Okay, paste it like right over here. Okay, so now I'm going to deal with the second text. Grab the same color, or just, as you can see, it's on the blank side, so you can use that F color which I was doing in the previous one, hashtag 1 2 3 4 5 6, and see. So there you can see that size is there. Take the size of my what I have written over here, text size 25 dp. Just go ahead and grab it, copy, Control C, comes over here, Control V, and check it out. So there you see white colors. Keep the name as ZealPlex, and there you have it. So next we are having the part second, which is going to be, we are going to run this application, and congratulations, we have created our first task of developing an Android application. So this is just the beginning. I'm going to be the developer set by ZealPlex. So I'm going to go ahead and use Geny motion. This is on, click on it and start my Android application. So all you have to do is play it. So my Geny motion is okay, run that application. So it is, and launch it right over here. It's gonna take time, as you can see the loading bar right over here. So just wait for it, so it to load and compile it and create an application for that. Let me just keep it on the side. So it is saying that it has been launching an application. It's gonna show it up. So as you can see, I'm going to be the developer, ZealPlex, set by ZealPlex. Run it inside your phone, and I hope it was pretty much easy for you to understand about XML and so on, the process of how to develop an application just by using all of the XML. So when we are going to and run, look forward to making an application which is going to be used by Java. So Java is actually the brain of an application. So that's up for this video. I thought that you might be bored, but that's the reason I made it a simple application. So see you in the next one, and this 10th video might be very helpful for you to get motivated, because when I was making something and I actually worked on it and give it a result, as it is inside my hand, and I created an application without doing anything. So that was pretty much nice for me to understand. So I'm going very slow for you to understand it much more better. So I'll see you guys in the next video. What's up everyone, welcome to the 11th part of developing Android application via Android mobile phones. In this video, I'm going to go ahead and give you the overview of how Android Studio is and how you are going to work on it. As you can see in front of your screen, there are so many things am I going to work on it. First time I saw Android Studio, it was pretty messed up. Then I get used to it and it's get much more comfortable, and see it again and again and work on it and show you how you can use Android Studio. First of all, you need a good PC. For example, let me just show you about properties. So this is like 8 gigs of RAM I'm using, and I have the older computer, so it has dual core, so you need a good amount of PC that has at least 8 gigs of RAM. The reason I'm telling you that you need a good PC is because with so many things at a single time while developing an Android application. For example, as you can see, Android Studio itself is a very heavy program. So first of all, let me just minimize everything up so you can see the steps of how we can go ahead and do that. First of all, you have to just open up Android Studio. It's gonna load up, and after it has been loaded up and create an application. Okay, one more thing, if you don't know how to close the previous application which I told you about developing an hello world application, all you have to do is go to settings, and from the settings just click on this reopen and uncheck. So it's unchecked, so it's not gonna open up the older projects. Okay, every time you load up, it's gonna ask you that do you want to open the project you have done or you want to open a new project. Alright, so back with the topic. So as you can see that how we were going and open up Android Studio. After Android Studio is open up and load up, next we are going to go and open a VirtualBox. So after you just and open up VirtualBox, this is how it's gonna look. All you have to do is click on that and start. After it is getting started, this is going to and load up the screen. After it has been load up, all you have to do is open up Geny motion. From here it's gonna open up Geny motion. Click on this and start a Geny motion. It's gonna load up and open up like that. I have opened everything up before starting this tutorial, and at some point of time if you get confused that how am I gonna do something else, all you need is a web browser. For example, I'm using Google Chrome. If you want, you can use Firefox or whatever you like. Most of the time people use Google Chrome for browsing the internet. Alright, so many things has been open at a single time, and you're going to work on with that again and again. And let's get started of how we can do that. So if you don't understand whatever I taught you about XML, and I'm gonna go ahead and look forward to Java to making an Android application. Alright, so let me just go ahead and start with the overview of my Android Studio. Not my, but as we were using, so let's just keep it as Android Studio. It is recommended that you just have to keep it and work with projects, but my recommendation is, as we are learning it, keep it as Android because it looks much more simple, and show you what is this project consist of, and show you whatever the files is gonna show inside your computer. So this is the files which has been created by Android Studio itself, and it is gonna go ahead and create all of that one. Just all you have to do is just click on start and all the file is been created. That's the reason Android Studio keeps loading, and cause in the behind the scene is actually creating all of these files. So as I'm showing you, this is one project which I have done is saying brain testing. So it's like brain testing. So this is the application. So all of this file, as you can see, it's right over here. It's inside this Android Gradle, inside the projects, same to same, it is right over here. Do not do anything and do not do some renaming it, or just don't move anything up, because it's gonna affect Android Studio and that's gonna give you an error to your project. All you have to do is click on Android because it looks much more simpler and much more easier for you to understand. Android Studio gives you opening the file of main activity Java XML and main activity .java. Java and XML is gonna preload for you, and you have to do is work with that only. You will understand about all of the other things in the upcoming videos, but right now we are going to go ahead and focus on Java and XML together, because you actually understand about XML and so on. This is the design view and text view. Both are actually the same thing. XML text just actually shows you the code, and design view actually shows you how design is gonna look and how it is gonna appear. Right, so in the test and write something, you have the preview. That is pretty nice by Android Studio, because if you write something and it is gonna appear right on your computer, so you know what is going on the right side. So that's up. If you can do something as you have all the properties, click on that, you will all get IDs, padding, themes and more of the stuff. You will understand each steps at a time, so don't go in a hurry. Alright, so you got the point of what is right over here, and do not worry about all of the buttons, because there are too many buttons and it's gonna be pretty messed up for you. Alright, so after you know Geny motion is on right over here, let me just go ahead and play it. So it's gonna ask me that what other device has been connected to my PC. Okay, nothing has been there. Okay, your Geny motion is gonna comes up over here, and it's gonna play the application right over here. so it's gonna work with that. So that's an overview of Android Studio. I hope you learned something new and and work with Android Studio. It's a request, not just go ahead and quit, because it's pretty hard for you to learn in the starting, but later on if you get used to it, it's gonna be pretty amazing. So that's it for this video. I hope you try that out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. What's up everyone, welcome to part 12 of developing Android application for your Android mobile phone, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to get an launcher icon, or you can say icon, inside your phone, that how it is gonna look and how we are going to go ahead and add an icon to our app. So let's just get started and let's see how we can do that. So for that, what you have to do is, as you saw the previous video, that how we go folder by folder, and we got the activity and then we got the XML file of main activity. So alright, so this both is been pre-opened for you by Android Studio itself. So for that I created one new application that says app icon right over here, as you can see that, and I add an icon to that. For icon, I was thinking that what should I do, so let me show you how we can do that. Open up your Photoshop, give it the size, for example 512 by 512, and then hit OK. So this is going to go ahead and open up one profile that is going to be total square, and that's how. Let me just go and grab one photo of my logo. I just grab it and paste it on over here, drag and drop. Alright, so let's give it a full size so it should fit, and now I'm going to hit on it, file, save as, keep it on desktop, make sure to keep it as PNG or JPEG, and keep it as logo for logo tuts. Okay, and then I'm going to and save it. So this is going to be saved inside my desktop. As you can see right over here, this is the photo which has been given by Photoshop and added inside Android Studio, inside apps, inside RAS, and click new, and then on image asset, and now scroll it and you will get the path. Where should I go and give it a path to that? I'm going to click on image, not clip art, from here and get that where the location is, and from where should I and open that up. So and open up my desktop. Inside my desktop I just give it like logo dude, and hit OK. So there you see my logo is appearing right over here. If you want, trim it. If you want, you don't. I see icon, I see launcher, and then zoom it a bit and add a text as well, add clip art to that and use an image for that. If you want, you can give it a padding also, it's all up to you. So let me give it a like this, and if you want you can use a background, click choose. If I keep it like this, it will show a background to that. Alright, so this is blue color, so let's choose blue. Crop it, shrink it, it's all up to you. Square, circle, vertical, horizontal, dog ear. Okay, this is like folder somewhat like that, mostly used in other apps as well. And hit on next. What is this X, HDP and so on? It is like small phone and bigger phone, like code still tablet or something like that. I hope you got from smaller to top how it is going to be resolution inside your phone. So it has created so many these things. Hit on next. IC launcher for mid and larger one. Okay, hit on finish. It is going to be benefit for you as well, and keep it inside a Play Store. It is going to load up for that. So that's the reason you have to do is image size is 512 by 512. Okay, so you got the point of how it is gonna do because of that 512 by 512. I hope you try that out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This is how you app launcher inside your app. So see you guys in the next video. What's up everyone, welcome to part 13th of developing Android application, and in this video and move forward to create some more applications. For example, in the previous video you just saw about how you can create an app icon. For that I'm mixing how to create an app icon, and the app which we created in the previous video was this Learn Android, and this is what we made in the previous video. And on the previous video, which is number 12, we have learned about how to create an application icon. So this is the app icon which we created in the previous video. So if I just click on app icon, then I can see there's Java, this is the background, and this is my icon. At this point of time, I think you must have seen my Java programming tutorials. If you don't know Java, even if you know Java, just go ahead and refresh your mind so you get the clear concept of Java. Alright, so now I'm not going to talk about Java and all. We'll build an application, but first of all, if you see what is this thing happen and what are the things which I have used to create this application is like app icon we have added, and another thing which is added, this is an image, this is an image, and this is text view. It's an edit view. In place of text view I use an edit view. So if you want, I can add my name over there. If you want, you can add your name, whatever you feel like, type whatever I feel like. If I want to give it a space, I can do that as well. So this will happen inside your mobile. So this is then edit text. Okay, so one image is in the background and another image is here, and there are three images and one edit view. What text I have added right over here. And before I proceed some videos, actually I got an update of Android, and that's the reason this menu is gonna be a little different. Okay, so don't be confused, because Android Studio keeps on updating again and again. So one is an image view. It has an ID, it has a width. I have used that image scale type crop for the background of the image, and I think at this point of time you must have understand what is the things which is been written right over here. Another one is right over here. So if you see, if I click any one of the here, it's gonna and give a blue section, so you know in which section you are actually working with. If I click on here, it is a Java which is like right over here. If I click on that, blue box will come over here. See, there you can see. Now also a guideline is given by Android Studio itself. At this point of time, it is an added text in place of text, simple text, which we used in the previous video of making Learn Android. So you got the logic of how it has been actually work. So I just play that inside my Geny motion, and this is what the result I got from Geny motion. Best thing about Android Studio is whenever you just load the application, it automatically pops up and open up your application without even having you to open it up. So as you can see, it has been loading. After it has been loading and open up, so there you see it has given a pop-up, and there you can see the app is launched. So now and create new application, new project, and create an application which is going to be cricket scoreboard. CSCOREBOARD cricket scoreboard. Okay, scoreboard. So this is the name of my app, and develop a scoreboard application inside Android Studio. So let's just go ahead and learn about how we can do that. Click next, empty activity, and finish. So as it's gonna take some loading time and it's gonna launch it, I would recommend you and make some ideas and develops like how I created from small application, and just we went to making this application just right over here without even thinking. So like my smallest tutorials give you a lot of knowledge, and try that out. Always remember that if you more you practice, it's gonna be more better for you and build some amazing stuff. So as you can see, it's gonna take a lot of loading time. so I guys get pretty longer videos, so I would rather skip this all of this loading time and jump forward to making some Android cool stuff. So okay, so all you have to do is open up everything up. So learning an Android Studio will be much more better, and if you look forward to each and every one of them, it gets more comfortable to you again and again. So this is the previous one, and this is the new one. So we have created the new ones, close the older one, and work with project which was Android Studio. Actually, one thing I came in my mind in the previous video, I didn't had two options of that. Now Android Studio has given that as well, so it's a good update. Alright, so I'm going to go inside my XML, and here I'm going to go okay. I just taught you about linear layout and relative layout, and this is a constraint layout which I'm not going to follow that, and start working with linear layout, and there you see how it has been working. So as you know, whenever you start an Android application, always you get a hello world application, so you have to delete that and preview. This is how application is gonna look, right? And use like what is inside an application, you have to think about that. Alright, so we have created a scoreboard. If someone goes on one run, we're going to go ahead and add number 1. If someone scores 2, if someone scores 3, someone scores 4 or 6, that's all the number which has been scoring inside cricket game. Of course, you must be knowing how to play cricket, and stop explaining about what cricket game is, and let's get started. Text view, there you see, hit enter, give it a wrap contain. Alright, so create one more, but can't see anything over here, so here I have to add something. Android text, I'm gonna keep it name as team A, and zoom it a bit so it's much more clear for you to see. Team A, and add one more. Text view, wrap contain, and give it a value as Android text score, and now add buttons to it. Buttons, give it a wrap contain, and add Android text, and here it is going to be scores, so I'm going to give it as add 1 plus 1 plus 1, so that's gonna look over there. Grab it, Control C, comes over here, Control V, so it will give like 2, comes over here, Control V, then 3, comes over here, Control V, score will be 4, comes over here, Control V, and then it comes like 6 runs. Alright, so I didn't want that it should look like this, I want it in a straight line, so and comes over here and give it a value as orientation vertical, so there you can see everything is lined up. One more thing I didn't like, that all the buttons are looking so small. I didn't like that, so let's just give it a width as match parent buttons. Alright, we'll jump back over there after some time, so let's just give a width to match parent, so that looks much more good to me. Let's just copy this one, Control C, comes over here, and Control V, match parent. Alright, so everything is looking pretty good. Now we will look forward to text. Okay, and here also give it a gravity right now, so let's just like layout gravity, center horizontal, copy this one, Control C, comes over here, Control V. So score and everything is looking pretty nice. Next what we have to do is, as you see, everything is so messy. So what we have to do next is, let's just give it a padding to that, and write padding, and let's just give it as, for example, 20 dp. It takes too much of space, so give it like 5, 7. Okay, 7 looks pretty good to me. Control C. Just remember, I have used only padding, so it's gonna apply top, bottom, left, right, and all of the 4 sides. I have not specifically defined to give it on top, give it on bottom, give it on right, or give it on left. So, and Control V. So everything is looking pretty nice, and I also want some space between this button. So here I'm going to go ahead and give it like margin. So margin will be on top, then give it like 20 dp margin top, so it just takes the size on top. So okay, so let's see on the design view and zoom it a little bit. So this is how you have created cricket scoreboard. It says if someone hits on 1, so it's gonna and add 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. That's how scoring goes in cricket. So I hope you try that out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Congratulations, you have created till here. See you guys in the next video where we'll and use some Java to it. What's up everyone, welcome to part 14 of developing Android application, and in this video I'm and work with Java. So at this point of time, if you have not watched my videos which is like from Java, as I showed you how step by step you can and find my videos. Also in the end of the video I give you a playlist that is like 12 videos in a row inside a Java. Just watch for the 12 videos from that playlist, your Android Studio. It is slightly different, it is not exactly like Java, but it is somewhat taking from the Java. Alright, and start building an application. As we have created an application, as you can see it inside my Geny motion, we have given a name as quick scoreboard, team A score, and as the score is like 1, 2, 3, 4. But one thing is problem that if I click on something, any of the button, it doesn't do anything. So now we are going to make this button interactive, so whenever we click, something should happen, right? Just go ahead and hit on 6. It says 6 runs itself, and give it a score. So if I click on it, it should appear on score, and change the text from score to 0, because whenever you start something it should go with 0. So I'm going to give it as 0. Alright, and use Java. Finally we are back with Java, and you see there is onCreate method automatically created by Android Studio for you. So it is protected, so it is a method which has been auto created by Android Studio itself. So it is going to build an onCreate method whenever something is displayed on your screen. It's taking the help of onCreate method. Alright, so it's not returning anything else, that's why it is set as white. This is the method of onCreate method. It is taken like a dictionary is inside SDK, so that's the reason it is named as bundle, and that's what it has been imported as a bundle. Now superclass and all, I will go ahead and explain you. I'm not gonna explain you because and work on it again and again. You will try to get understand and get used to it. Right, so it is set contain view, so it is actually setting a content and which is going to be view, which you can see it right over here. As you can see it is was created using the Java as well. Because of the Java it is actually getting displayed. Okay, so this R stands for REST folder, and it is inside layout, and the name of the layout is activity underscore main. So as you can see, this Java is actually referring to REST folder inside layout and inside activity underscore main. So it actually detected and it actually added the score to that. Now this method add one new method and work on a new method to that. So for that, let me just comment to that, so it will be pretty good for you to understand what am I gonna try. I just typed that and hit enter, so it automatically gives me the code. Say display the given score of team A. So from here you can understand what I'm at. Add a method to that. Public it's not gonna return anything, so it's gonna be void. The method name to display for team A. Let me give it a camel case as capital T. Display for team A. That's my method name, and I'm gonna give it as int because it's gonna be a number and it's a score. Okay, and add curly braces to that. I opened it up, it automatically closed that one. Alright, and give it like view text text find view by id r.id dot team underscore a underscore score score view dot set text string string dot value of sure. Alright, so I just tap all of this one, and step to step I'm going to go ahead and explain you what I have written right over here. So it's a public, it's not gonna return anything. This is the method name. So this is the method name. We have used int, which is going to be inside the score, and it's a text view which is right over here. So it's gonna look forward to what is the name inside an XML file. So I'm gonna give it an ID to that. That's the reason. If not, my ID is not that. That's the reason it is showing red line, red color. So after I added the ID to that XML, it's and appeared line to that, and comes over here and give it an ID to that. Android ID team team underscore a underscore score team underscore a underscore is there. So now team underscore a score is giving a purple color to that. So now this is showing you is big capital T. Alright, so everything is fine by right now. If it is having a problem that it is still showing a red, is because this is auto import is not added, and you have to go ahead and tap this line. So all you know that how I added an auto import to that, and that's how it is gonna add this specific line on this project. Alright, so that's all for this video. I hope you understand what I'm trying to explain you about Java. Right, so I just taught you about how you can go ahead and add this particular method, and also how we can go ahead and connect it with your XML. So I'll see you guys in the next video. What's up everyone, welcome to part 15 of developing Android application for your Android mobile phone. And now I'm going to go ahead and make our XML and Java together work, and we're going to go ahead and make it click events inside this emulator. If you click on one, it is in display 1 to that. If I click onto it and display 2 to that. But just for this one, I don't think 1 2 3 4 looks good, and give it like 1 run, then it is gonna say runs, and you're also runs and also runs. Alright, so this looks good, and use an on click method to this one, add up. So this is selected this one, and give it on click method on click. So it is going to give you an auto suggestion. Just go ahead and hit on enter, and give it like 1 run. Now comes over here on click tw to run, and give it on click 3 run, on click 4 run. Okay, no spaces. On click 6 runs, So as I have given on click method to that, now next what we have to do is I'm going to go and sit inside the Java and give it a method to that. So now then use public void and see what it says. First button says 1 run, 2 run, and THREE 3 run, FOUR4 run, and 6 run. So this is the name which I have given right over here. So I'm going to go inside here, type 1 run. So that's gonna be a method name. So it's gonna be view, and view is a type which is gonna be view. So this is actually calling this one, and it is also saying this is a view type and it is gonna be a view. That's weird, but that's what it is. View is calling another view, so I'll just keep it as view and display 14a, and inside right over here and add display 14a, and inside over here and give it a name, for example 5, and specifically take this and take a specific to that, give it a name, for example 1 is gonna be the value of 1, and play that one and let's see if that works. So this is a Geny motion and it's gonna come up, but we have given the value to number 1a. So our app has been loaded up, and now and test that out and see if that works. Alright, so as we have given the display team A as 5, it's gonna appear like 5, and here if you it says 0, so it is actually not looking forward to what is written inside XML, but it is looking for what is written inside a Java class. So 1 2 3 4 5, there are 5 buttons. That's the reason I named it as 5, but it's not gonna be like that. So what if, as you can see, I had given one method to display 1 run and click on run 1. There you see 1 run is been getting displayed inside our application. That's pretty nice. Same to same and apply it 4 times because we have 4 buttons. So I'm going to control copy. So there you see copy, control V 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and 5 times. So there is 1 run, next is 2 run, then we have 3 run, THREE 3 run, then we have 4 run, FOUR4 run, and then 6 SRX, and this was extras, and delete that one. So yoo-hoo, so that's pretty nice. Number 1 2 3 4 and 6. So let's just go ahead and see if that works. It's automatically displaying number 5 as we have given the value right over here. Okay, and check that out if every button works. 1 2 should work, 3 4 5 6. So as you can see, it's running right now, and 2 runs will be 2, 3 runs will display 3, 4 run will display 4, and 6 run will display 6 to that. And play that one and let's see if that works. So if that works, you have done very great job of making actually your app as interactive. So there you can see number 5 is getting displayed automatically. So if I click on 1 run, it displays 1. If I click on 2, it displays 2, 3 4 and 6. So that's pretty nice. Congratulations, you have done it and crossed some more depth of learning Android development, and now you have actually used Java in your own application. So congratulations for that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. What's up everyone, welcome to part 16 of developing Android application for your Android mobile phone, and in this video and add a calculator type of addition inside a Java that is going to work with my Android Studio. Click on one, again I click on one, it should and add it 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So there you can see plus 1 run, plus 2 run. If I click on 2, it should and add 2, and if I click it again, it should and turn to 4. So whatever numbers I type, it should and give the display of what the total number of score is. Just go inside our Java code, and inside our Java code and create a variable for that. To create a variable, what do we need to do is there are two type of variables that is gonna be a local variable and a global variable. So global variable is gonna be, for example, if I keep it as specific variable, if I put it inside a single run button, it is gonna be inside a single method. If I create a variable which is gonna be inside a single method, it's gonna set as local variable. Whereas in this app we have all this button which should be function to this particular button, and if I click any of them, it should go ahead and display it right over here. So that's the reason we need to use a global variable that it should apply on all of that one. So for that we have to go outside of all of this method, and we are going to go and type inside main activity, and I just remove this display from this right over here. So as you can see, there's a blank space, so I just removed it because I want to keep it as 0 only. So alright, and add a space to that and add global variable outside all of this method and inside main activity. So it is gonna be a number, so it's not gonna be 1.5 because it doesn't have any rules that you can go and score like 1.5 and something like that. It just keeps like 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. So it's normal numbers. I'm gonna go and use int variable for that and type score team A is equal to, and give it a value as 0. Make sure to keep it as a camel keys, that score and then no space, and keep it as capital T, then no space and capital A, score team A, and now and use that name inside each and every numbers we can type. So for that we have like options that and display that one. So there are like, for example, we need an increase score on 1 right over here. It should increase by 1, and if I click it again, it should display what is clicked like 2 times, so it should display 2 numbers to that. So it added number 1 plus 1, that is gonna be 2, and then it is gonna show it right over here. So we have to write 2 lines of code for that, and we have named it like score team A. Alright, and type it right over here, score, make sure to keep it as small caps, score team A. Okay, it suggested me, so that was pretty nice by Android Studio. Score COR score team A by score team A and plus 1. Alright, so I just created it as score team A. I named it like that, and don't forget to leave the semicolon blank. So I just added plus 1, so there was giving a red line, so I just give it the space and it went away. So next what you need to do is, there is 1, it is gonna be displayed 1, but if I edit this method and use that method as well, score team A, add number 1, again it's an add number 1, again it's gonna run it and add number 1. So how it's gonna run from top to bottom and it can edit number 1, and if I click on number 1 again, it's gonna go ahead and run it like that and play that one inside our app, and let's see if that works. If that works, make sure that add it inside all of the buttons like 2, 3, 4 and 6. Alright, so app has launched, so I'm gonna hit on 1 and then again hit on 1, so it should go and see what is the value of that. So again I clicked on it, and there you see number 2 is there, again 3, 4 and so on. Other buttons are not gonna work because we have not added code to that. But now oh shit, why did I close emulator? Again I have to click on emulator so it's and load it up. Anyways, and copy this line, Ctrl+C, and Ctrl+V, make sure to remove this one and give it a value as 2 because it's 2 run. Inside 3 1, remove this one, Control C and add it number 3. Remove this one, Control V, add number 4 as 4 run, and then last is 6. Control V and give it a 6. So I'm going to go ahead and run this, and so at this point of time I think everything should work properly. So I click on number 1. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, so it should go ahead and display 3. 3 plus 3, add 3. 3 plus 3 is gonna be 6, and so on. Click on the button and it should work properly. So if I click on 6, it should go ahead and add 6 1 2 3. So everything is working very fine. So I hope you know that how it actually started working with whatever the numbers we are going to and add it, and that's how the score is gonna become the team A. Now next video and add team B so we can compare the score at the same time. So see you guys in the next video. What's up everyone, welcome to part 70 of developing Android application for your Android mobile phone. And in this video I'm going to go ahead and add two teams, like team A is appearing on the left side and team B will appear on the right side. So and check run 1 run 2 if you want and understand the concept of how we can do that. So as we have used to display everything up, we are using XML. So and jump back to our XML and move to XML in place of Java. After XML is done, we switch to Java. As you know, we did it just some videos back. And add a linear layout as an HTML. If you know HTML, same way XML is, so it's like parent and child. So, and add a linear layout which is gonna be a child of this linear layout, and it is gonna be match parent and match parent. And as Android Studio, it actually created a linear layout. Close it and add it right over here. So this is gonna be another one, so it's giving a warning. So let's see, set horizontal. So Android Studio actually makes this horizontal, so we will and add orientation to be vertical, and there you can see everything is fine, no error, no nothing. So as we have created somewhat like that, we want another team that is going to come over there and grab the code of whatever linear layout we have and Control C, copy and move it right over here. So there's team 1 and team 2. Give it as team B, and there you see team B. So if there is an ID, all you have to do is change it ID and all the text at the same time, so you don't get any problem with that. It is giving error because there is no Java code for team B score. We'll look forward to that in the next upcoming video. So everything is good to go and play how it looks. As you can see it right over here, there's only team 1 is appearing, but inside the code we have added team 2 as well. It is going to come right side over here, but it is not coming inside the screen. To make it come inside the screen, we have to adjust the screen size to that, so that is gonna come with like Android weight. So for that we have to go inside linear layout and type right over here WE Android weight, and Android weight is gonna be 1 dp and width it's gonna be 0 dp. okay, weight is gonna be 1 and it's gonna be 0 dp. And copy this one, Control C inside the second one and add Control V to that. Okay, there's 2 weight to that, so let's give it as 0 dp and copy the code of weight. Control C comes in the second one and add it Control V. I think that should do the work of adding two in a row. So at this point of time and add tool contain, copy this one, comes over here, control copy, and inside right over here, inside the child view, scroll it and move it over here, comes over here, so there we have given the orientation of vertical there, so we don't need it upside. So there you can see that everything is having a weight and having a width to that, and play it, and let's see if that works in our Android Studio emulator, that is Geny motion, and wait for it to build. So there you see that everything is working right on the left side inside team A and not in the team B, because we just set it inside using an XML. So that's pretty nice to know that we have divided by team A and team B. So what is the benefit of having team A and team B? You can go ahead and create basketball app, table tennis app, or if you want you can and keep it as another style of application. For example, if you want two teams, you create this app and work with that. So I hope you find it useful. So I'll see you guys in the next video. We'll add a Java code to the team B as well. So see you guys in the next video. What's up everyone, welcome to part 18th of developing Android application for your Android mobile phone, and as you can see we have created till here. Now we are going to add a Java to that same way as we have created like XML, copy paste inside a Java. So let's just go ahead inside Java main activity.java global variable, that is int score team B is equal to 0 and close this one. So same thing we are going to apply it in our application. From here I'm going to go ahead and till here and copy all of this one till here, copy this one, and now I'm going to go ahead and control V. So this is the command which we know that we are going to go and change it right over here as team B, give it as team B, and team B capital B, capital team B, same way as team B, and I hope you got my point and do that. So I'll cut this video and jump back to when I have added BBB everywhere. Alright, so as we have created till here, and you got my point that how I just added BBB everyone, but still there is wiggly line that says one run and it's not matching our XML. On click method is not applying on that. So for that, after our first is over, we have team B and one run and give it as B, two run and give it as B, 3 run give it as B, 4 as B, 6 as B. Inside our XML, inside our button, one on click method, one run B, on click method, 2 run B, on click method, 3 run B, 4 run B, and 6 run B. Not 5, there is no 5 number. So I hope you got my point and play that one, and let's see if that works. And let's see our app is having XML and Java together. Let's see, make sure that it works. If it did, you have successfully created your application. One run is adding. So the reason behind it is not running is, let me just as ID as B, and it should work fine by now. So at some point of time you will find out that your code has some mistake, and that's the reason your Android is not gonna play it, and it is gonna give you an error that you have done any mistake. Now if you check that out and click on all of the buttons, you will get the location of how it is gonna look. So congratulations, you have done it pretty nice. 444, do it and move it on. So that's all for this video. I hope you try that out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Welcome to 19th video of developing Android application for your Android mobile phone. So in this video, and add a reset button to our application. What if, for example, I just make it, for example, do something else, and if I want to restart my application at some point of time, what should I do that? Close this one, and again I'm going to launch my Cricut scoreboard. It's again gonna and give it a value to that. But there's one more way that can do that, is click on this one, all of the apps, and just swipe it out. Just swipe it out and restart our application. That is gonna and give it as 0 and 0. But why should I do that? In case I can add a reset button to that inside our application as well. So if I click on restart, it's gonna go 0 by 0 and build that one. Whatever we do, we always start with XML, and inside this tool parent, there's going to come up as one more parent that is gonna be a relative layout. And let me just copy this code, Control C and Control V, and just remove all of this one, close this one, and it's gonna give me error because I don't have height and weight to that, and had height as match parent, parent, match parent, and Android layout w weight is gonna be match parent, parent, and now I'm going to cut this one and goes to the end of that and add an end tag to our relative layout. At this point of time, it still shows some error, so let's open it up and let's see what is the error behind that. So it actually added width for that, and that's the reason it was showing me the error. Match parent, and let me just enter the weight to that. So everything is looking pretty nice. Now we have to add is a reset button to this one. So let me just go ahead and goes out of this all of this one and add button, capital BU button, and if it will be wrap contain, and it is gonna be wrap contain, and here I'm going to give it an ID to my button, ID button reset button, and after that I'm going to, and as you can see it is showing, so we need a text to that. So text will be reset app. No, only reset will be fine with that. So there you can see it is gonna show it on the top of that. So we need to give it as bottom. So for that, to make it a bottom, I'm going to type Android layout align bottom and give it as true. So it goes till the bottom, and we need to keep it as center. Android layout center horizontal, and give it a true. So there you can see it goes on the bottom and goes right over here. And also we will add is on click method to that. On click will be reset, and all the code which we have written is gonna and work with that in upcoming videos. But one thing I need to show you, that after writing all this code and press Control A on your keyboard, so it's just go as and fill everything up, then press Control Alt and then keep it as L, so it just keep it neat and clean and everything is decent, so you can read a clear code and a proper way. So everything is done with the Android Studio with this help of having a shortcut keyboard. So I hope you try that out, and I'll see you guys in the next video where we can add a functionality to that, and we can add Java. But just for adding Java code, why should we need another video where it's just one single button, and create a button right over here inside main activity.java. We're gonna add a public void reset. It's gonna be view, it's gonna call view and curly braces to that, and and let me just check the name of my method. So it's reset, on click is also reset. Okay, now I'm going to give it what we have given, like on top score team A, score team B, and your score team A will be 0, and then close this one. Score team B is equal to 0, and close this one, and display team A, which is going to be 0. Same way display team B is gonna display 0 as well, and run our application, and let's see if that works. So we will have a reset button, and if we click on any of the numbers from team A and team B and we have to restart it, we just have to click on that restart button, and it's gonna apply it on our application, and it's gonna give it as 0 0. So there is a reset button. Let me just go ahead and give it any score, 66662 or whatever. So and click on restart button. This is the time we will know that this video was helpful or it was just a waste. So click on restart button. So this was working, and give it a 0 and 0. So I hope you try that out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. In the next video we are going to complete this application. This application is complete right over here, but this doesn't look pretty nice, so we'll go and add some looks to this application and make it much more professional and decent to use it as well. So see you guys in the next video. So welcome to 20th part of developing Android application for your Android mobile phone, and at this point of time we have created Android application which looks and functions pretty nice, and add a look to our Android application. As you can see it in front of your screen, it works pretty awesome, get much more attractive and use it again and again. So for that, first step we have to do is inside apps, open everything up. So you have to work with main activity and activity.xml and do some styling to our applications. For that, and select styles, inside the styles and add dark action bar to parent theme acompat, and do whatever you like, and I'll keep it as light. Keep the primary color, let's just give it as color, for example orange. If you want, you can go ahead and do some research on material design and find the color whatever you like, FF9800, and let's just see if that applies. So there you see the design, it applies an orange color to that, and apply the same color, Control C, and in our primary as well. Comes over here, Control V, and let's see. So that doesn't look good. Let it keep it as blue and blue only. If you want, you can do that. You got the point of how actually it works. So now it's pretty nice. Jump back to the step 2, and it's not gonna work if you have API level which is more less than 22, because some features applies on latest version only, not in the older version. If you are using a very old phone, it's not gonna give a orange button, but it is and apply it accordingly. So let's just, and so as you can see, it comes like top is actually showing me the orange color, and use another things which is going to be inside a design view and open up our XML file and use some more steps to our XML and give it comes inside our view and give it a preview. So inside a linear layout and use inside a linear layout and move it. So after that has been done, and look forward to our button. So this is the button 1, but inside text view 1, and give it a text size Android Android. Text size will be, for example, 15 SP. Remember, SP stands for text only, so 15 looks good, or no, 16, 20. Okay, 20 looks good. So Control C and apply it right over here as well. So it comes like team A, team B as well. So right there and add a color to that as well. Give it a color, and color will be hashtag 0000000, and there you can see it's a black color. So Control C comes over here, Control V, okay, and give it a font, Android font for anti-font family, and font family will be sans serif. Comes away, Control C, inside here also Control V. After this, and work with second one, that is a big size to my text size will be like 50 SP, so it becomes much more bigger. Control C and apply it in the second one as well. So back and add color to my text color is gonna be hashtag 00000. Grab it, Control C, inside here I'm gonna go ahead and Control V. So that looks pretty nice. Font family for font family sans serif. Control C and Control V. So that looks pretty nice as we have added that one. So and copy this, Control C comes over here, and we need a preview. I'm gonna go here and give it color, background color, apply it over there. So then Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V, and same way I'm going to then apply it right over here. Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V, same way with the button, Control V. So everything is all orange, so that looks pretty nice. And as you can see, it just goes and fill like stuck inside it, so and give it a margin to that. So where the button starts, so this is the first button, padding like 4 dp. See if that does some work. Nope. 10 dp. Okay, let's just keep it as Android margin 10 dp. It takes too much of space 5 dp. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab it, give it as 7 dp, grab it, control C, control V, control V, control V, control V, same way, then apply it, control V, control V. I hope you find it useful, and at this point of time you must be thinking, okay, I'm pretty nice with all of the tutorials, and you have, congratulations, you have actually built an application that looks pretty amazing to me and for you as well, and run it inside our emulator that is Geny Motion. So there you have created your very own Geny Motion application, not Geny Motion Android application. You can run it to test that out, and everything looks pretty nice. This is like stuck on the ground, so let's just give it as margin bottom and give it as 10 dp, so it just rises a little bit. So, and open it up, and right over here we will get a little lower reset button is gonna come a little bit up. So there you can see your very own Android application has been successfully created. You can go ahead and reset it as well. So that's it for this video. I hope you try that out, and I hope you enjoy my videos. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and also make sure to look forward to whatever upcoming videos and come with Android Studio. So I'll see you guys in the upcoming video. My name is Nazir and I'm signing you. What's up everyone, welcome to part 21 of developing Android application for your Android mobile phone. So this video was never a plan, but this came out of a sudden. The reason behind creating this video was there are so many updates in Android world that you need to know before I proceed teaching you another stuff. So why do we need to know about this updates is, being an Android developer, you always need to stay up to date with whatever the new technology is coming up with Google. So Google is actually has the right to do all of the updates in the Android. There might be a chances that you will find out like Android developer is a good channel on YouTube. You can go ahead and subscribe to them. So all of the time they upload a new video, you will get what's new in Android development. And also I'm going to go ahead and start telling you about what are the updates, what are the major update which has been done in Android. So why do we have to stop this video series and just talk about update after this video ends and start with Android Studio and start with the coding part? But this is just an update video. Let's get started and let's see what is the new update in Android. In May 2017 in Google Keynote, they comes up with another way, which was they come up with another operating system which I was saying Android O. So Android O is officially named as Android Oreo by Google Android Development. So now that O is no more a mystery and it is now an Oreo. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump up with the updates of Android, and that update is Java 9. So Java 9 is released by now. As you can see, there is an update of Java and it has been released already, and check out what's new in Java JD. I'm not going to go ahead and read all of this stuff. If you're interested in reading on that, add the link in the description. You can go ahead and see what is the update with Java 9, or just go ahead and type what's new in Java 9 and get this link as well. All you have to do is just Google it out. Alright, so why do I talked about Java in Android series was we are coding in Java inside Android Studio. So whatever the tutorials you have been watching is in Java. So why do we need to know about Java is there are other languages which perform. You can create the application with HTML, you can create application with C++, you can create application with Java, which we are going to use. And if you know about Java, there's like 90% or something like that which use Java. But But the point is, why do we need to know that why I'm focusing on Java most of the time is there's one another shocking news for Android developers was they come up with another language in Android which was introduced, and all of the update was introduced at the same time. So it was pretty shocking for each and every one of Android developers. And see, so as the new language came up, there was one beta release which was going on, but it was a beta release, so I didn't focus on that and focus on that in the upcoming videos. Why? Because we need to stay up to date. Whenever the Android thing is coming up, you have to stay focused. Even if you completed the series of mine, you always have to visit on this website and see developersandroid.com. All you have to do is visit on that and start programming Android development. You automatically going to visit this website almost each and every day. So there is an update that 3.0 version is update. 3.0 is officially up to date. There was a beta version, but now it is unofficial. So they have come up with faster tools and building on the process, and theme of that looking pretty different. So I had installed that one as well inside my computer. Open it up. So there you see this section is updated and all the icons right over here has been looking pretty different. And jump back to the coding part. This was just the update version of. Next come up is they come up with another language in Android which was introduced at the same time of this launching of this application. This is official. So that is a Kotlin in Android. We were talking about Java and now the Kotlin has come up with Android development. So Kotlin is more focused about this. I'm not going to describe about Kotlin. Is a brand new language for Android developers. So nobody has known about this language until they just launched this Kotlin language. So people were focusing on C++ and 90% were focusing on Java. So it just comes like side by side, and there comes another language which was Kotlin. So the point of Kotlin is if we write like 5 to 6 lines of code in Java, then Kotlin has one single line, but it is a little bit complex than Java. So that's the reason. But if you start learning about Kotlin, it might get easy. But we are focusing on Java because even your boss don't know about Kotlin, and if you want to know about Kotlin and you start learning Kotlin, there might be a chances that you won't have any option, that even if you get stuck in some way, you won't get so many of the resources on the internet that you can resolve that problem if you start coding in Kotlin. So we will stuck with Java because even if we get stuck in some way, there is resources on the internet, so we can go ahead and resolve that one as well. Alright, so next come up is a material design for Android. So why do we need to know about material design is because whenever you just start launching your application in the Play Store, there might be some guidelines that will be focused, and according to that your application will be rated. And then what is the point is the new material design was come up, and in the API level 21 of the application there is going to be an update. So if you have the devices whose API level is more than 21, it is going to use the material design. Even if you have the latest version of your phone, there might be a chances that people use this lower end, or you can say lower than 21. So we have to focus on that one as well. So and move down. So there is a material theme which is like darker theme, lighter theme, and talk about that in upcoming videos. Right now we are focusing on getting all of the tools and how the Android works. So this is just a thing which is going to be helpful in upcoming videos, or it is going to be very helpful when you start programming and experimenting on your Android Studio. Next is list and cards, and you can just visit on developers.android.com and you will find more of the stuff on this one. So as Android Oreo is been up, if you want to know about Android Oreo, you can go ahead and see what's new in Android Oreo and you will get the details about that. We are focusing on development, but we need to know that what can go ahead and imagine that what we can do with the Android devices, as augmented reality is also coming up and Google I/O is also going to focus on that one. So machine learning and so on and on. So as you know that people were crazy about one game that was Pokemon Go. So So it has the camera effect and that augmented reality pause vision. So you need to know that how big and create your applications. So you can see the line is sky's the limit, right guys? Sky is the limit. All you have to know is what we have the resource and how we can go ahead and develop our Android application skills to create the applications like that. So that's the reason we have and see what's new with Android Oreo. So if I slide it down, there's a notification option that is going to be like you can play notification, add an image, there's you can play option and so on. You keep the image, you can add 2 or 3 lines on the text. So this is the thing which has been updated with the Oreo. But the point is focus on this one because as we just talked about API level 21, this is going to only support if the people have the Oreo version. But we are focusing on the application which is going to be running below the Android 21 and above the 21. So we have to focus on all of the device which makes our application looks just the same in each and every one of the device, not only focus in Android O because lot of people don't use Oreo right now. Later there might be a chances if this video is like 7 to 6 years old, this is going to be just useless because we need to talk about what is new. So there might be a chances that upcoming things which is going to be helpful. So and see, so this is all the updates which just came out and now there is an icon baggage. So as you can see there is a circle. Later on it was just a square, it was just a square, and now circle is also been added in the app icon as you can see in front of your screen. This is not a quick update because I just cover up lot of things. So you just saw that this was longer video but you didn't know that what all the concept we just talked about. So that's about it for this video. This is very quick update and now as I have seen that people have lot of the focus on learning Android development and also watching my videos, to write it down in the comment section below. So I start making more and more updates to you and start creating an easiest way or the method which is going to be never done before. So I need some support from you guys. Take some time to comment it down below this video to know that you guys have been interested and complete the series of developing Android application. So at any point of time if you watch my series and you just went to for a job, you might have all the option that what you can do with Android. So that's about it for this video. See you guys in the next one. What's up everyone, welcome to developing Android application for Android mobile phone. So this is going to be the part 22 of series of developing Android application for Android mobile phone. And let me just go ahead and talk to you about the toast message, which is going to be the topic of this video, and talk about what is a toast message. The point of this video is if you see in front of your screen that handsome guy right over the screen is me. If you are curious to know what this symbol is all about, is actually it's a peace symbol. That's about it. And this is me. Alright, if you just want to know that how do I look right and use my mobile phone, I see one toast message each and every day of my life. So that toast message is I mostly use to play the music inside my phone, and I get the toast message that your hearing will be damaged, so you need to keep the volume low, something like that. So let's just go ahead and use my phone. So this is my actual devices which I use day to day life. So this is the music player which I'm going to use because this is the application which is going to give me the toast message, that how the toast message is all about. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the song. So I'm hearing Alan Walker Alone song. So this is just the inside of my mobile phone, so I like to hear the music of that, right? So most of the people use Alan Walker. So let's just go ahead and talk about the toast message and come up right over here. So let me just go ahead and volume up my phone. So this is the volume up to lower your risk, your hearing damage, and this is the toast message which I was talking about. So we are going to learn about how we can go ahead and create this application, right? So as I'm proud that you just reached till 22 of the video of developing Android application, I just like to give you a surprise. So this is a surprise video for you, an award for you that you just reached back to my screen and talk about what is the surprise. So you know that people are actually using fidget spinner most of the time, and it is worldwide famous. I'm going to give you the application which has been created by me, and that is a fidget spinner. So let me just go ahead and open up my apps. So this is the application. This is fidget spinner. Click on my fidget spinner. So this is the application fidget spinner which I'm going to go ahead and provide you with the GitHub link. All you have to do is go to my description, click on the link, and it is going to directly lead you to the full project of this application. All you have to do is click on download and download that one as well. So this is a free and surprise for you. So if you keep on watching, who knows, more surprise will be also there. So this is developed by Nazir Hakim. That guy, if you want to know, that guy is right over here building the toast message. You know that how the toast message looks, and this background looks pretty amazing to me. Alright, so Android Studio has been up and running, so they have come up with amazing styles and all. I'm trying to get used to it because it's pretty new to me. I just created a simple toast message name application, which is right over here. You can see making simple toast message. So this is the name which I kept. It is an empty activity. From this here you can understand that it's an empty activity. It is a linear layout, and add a button to that. So to get the button, click on that and drop it right over. So just drag and drop and give an on click to that, because if I click on this button, it is going to go ahead and provide me with the toast message. So we just taught about on clicks. Click on click, show toast to the application, and use the show and use this method inside our main activity, which looks pretty like this. And do that is a simple trick lazy people try to find an easiest way, as Bill Gates says, and use my keyboard shortcut, that is Alt Enter, and just going to say create a new method inside main activity. Just hit on enter, and that's how simple it is to create a method. And use the toast message provide me with another amazing thing, which is been updated with 3.0 version of Android Studio. So we always have to explain this is the context and what is the factory method. So if you see right over here, dot make text factory method name, which is kind of different with Java, but it is used inside Android application. So this is going to be the context. Add the text, going to be identified that it is the context. That means this is going to be inside main activity. Dot this means this main activity, and then comes is the text, which is going to appear in the toast message. This is the toast and is going to be shown. So this is going to be shown. So if it goes out of the screen, all you have to do is hit on enter and make it on your screen, or you keep it all of that. So point is, if you click on show method, now if you click on show method on this button, call this method, and it is the toast message. So there are two type of toast message, which has the length of, that means a duration of length long and length short. So this is the two which is going to be capitalized for the shorter period, or you can use it for the longer period. So that's about it. And 90% of the people forget this dot show. So even if you do something, don't worry, there are a lot of people doing the same mistake as you're doing. So your code is never perfect, but you have to make it perfect. All you have to do is click on play and give me the suggestion that this is my mobile phone. API level is 16, and you know that from the previous video you just came to know that if you have the API level of 21, material design is going to be appeared. So we need to have the constant of all of the version. So we will talk about that in upcoming video. So as you can see, it is getting installed API. So I need to go ahead and open up my real phone. So as you can see, it just built and it is just going to open up automatically. We don't have to do something else. So all I have to do is click on the show message, and it is going to, this is the show method, it is going to be shown. As simple as it is. So link will be in the description if you want to know, if you want this application inside the GitHub, link will be in the description. So that's about it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next. What's up everyone, welcome to part 23 of developing Android application for Android mobile phone. So in this video I'm going to go ahead and add button image, that is like custom image. So it is going to be inside a button. If you click on it, it is going to appear like a button. So it is just going to give a professional look to your apps. Like having a colorful image looks pretty nice to the users. Google search like button image, search it right over here, find out, click here, okay, and add button image png. Just hit on enter and find out what button looks pretty nice. So this is the submit button. This is the login button. Do whatever you like, just and save the image. Just give it a name as Zeal button. I don't know, that's what came in my mind. Hit on download, and a button is going to be inside this. There you see the Zeal button is right over here. Just open up the new file, just give it a little bit like 200 by height by 100 image. Grab this button, just go inside my Photoshop, just paste it right over here. So there you go, the button is right over here. Hit on enter, there you see the button is right over there. Save it. Why do I use Photoshop? To resize the button, and like Zeal button, and hit on save. Do you want to replace? Of course I want to replace it out. So there you see the image is right over here. No, because I have the button right over here. So I just created a new application that is named as button image. Use this design, and here I just remove the constraint layout to relative layout because I want to drag a button inside the center of this one. See that right over here? So this is the button. Grab it and keep it inside the center. And there's the button right over here. Alright, so add a background to that. Android. Before adding the background, I need to take the button to that. Just go ahead and Control C on my keyboard. Back with the Android Studio, just click on drawables, Control V on the keyboard, and hit on OK. Zeal button, yes, right. So make sure to, whenever you just give the name to the button or whatever image you are importing inside the Android Studio, make sure all the buttons should have a smaller character inside the application. Just go ahead and add a background, and it is going to be inside drawable, and the button name is Zeal button. On enter, there you see the button is right over here. Alright, so give the name as Zeal button, and now keep it like Zeal capital B capital. Alright, so there you see the button is right over here. You zoom it out, so there you see Zeal button is right over here. So that's about it for this video. You just add, and as the button is added right over here, all you have to do is add an on-click method to that if you want to proceed creating some button action to the application. So that's about it. That's a quick and simple application. You just know how to go ahead and use the image inside your button. So I'll see you guys in the next one. What's up, welcome to part 24th of developing Android application for your Android mobile phone. This video is basically all about manifest file inside your Android Studio. So what is a manifest folder? So on your Android Studio, whenever you open any project, you will find a manifest folder. Inside manifest folder there is manifest.xml file. Now why this file is so important? The reason behind that is whenever you use any book, what thing you do first is you go through the index, that what is the content of this book. You can go and summarize all of that in just one single page, or if you can go and see 2-3 page, so you get the idea what this book contains. Just looking forward for index page. So same thing happens inside Android. So whenever the application is been running, first it look forward for manifest folder. It will go and see what is the manifest folder. So now what manifest folder contains. So let's go ahead and look forward for that. So there is a documentation of that from androiddevelopers.com. There you can see the link developers.android.com. On that link you can go and follow that one if you want. The reason behind the separate video is made because this file is very important for your Android application, for your Android development career. Okay, so this is too many things which we need to read, but I'm going to go and make it shorter. So there's a manifest folder. You can see it inside app manifest and Android manifest. Now what does this manifest folder contains? So you need to go and all of the permission you see on the internet, so whatever permission you see on your mobile phone is been featured in the manifest folder. It is going to be read on that. So if I scroll down, you will look forward for activity details are been there inside manifest folder. No matter how many activities you have in your Android project, everything detail is being mentioned inside a manifest folder. If you are using any service, that means you are doing any call, SMS or something, it is going to be inside service. Broadcast receiver, if you are using any notification, it is going to use the manifest folder. It will add one line that what are the things which is been used, and we have to mention that inside manifest folder. If not, your project is not going to run, and you need to know that manifest folder should have the detail to run your application. Let's move down, and content provider, whatever the things you there like database and so on is been given by that intent. I will talk to you about intent in upcoming videos. So move on. Users permission, that I just told you that if you are using any SMS, you need to ask for the user's permission. Whenever you start any new application, that comes and pop up that do you allow your contact to be shown by this application? You allow, so it will go and look forward for running that one. If not, if you are using an SMS application and if you don't allow contact application, then your SMS application won't be useful. So you need to go and allow it to run forward for that contact application. So this is the user permission which has been needed. If not, there are some cases going on with Facebook that how can you go and give the information to any of the individuals. So contacts are a personal information, so that's the reason we have to ask for the user's permission for that. So moving on, if you are using any sensors for your application like gyroscope or any flashlight, all of the things you use inside your hardware of the users, you need to go and find that manifest folder. You have to ask for the user's features, for the user's permissions, and so on. All of the things is needed and added inside a manifest folder. So I just talked about a lot of the things. Now we will look forward to how does the code looks of that. So we will look forward for coding part. I just talked a lot of all of the things. So this is not nice for me. I don't know, I like the black theme, so I'll switch to black theme. So now this is much more clear and much more colorful, so it's just keep ourselves interested in seeing the code. So this is basically UTF-1. Now this manifest folder starts from here and it ends over here. Now what are the things been contained by this manifest folder? So this is XML and this is all of the code which has been auto-generated whenever you start on any projects. There you see package name and all, everything is been added automatically. So now we will look forward for users permission. So users permission, so this gives inside a Gradle folder that what are the versions which has been used and how many devices can your application run. For example, I used to use Gingerbread, so right now I'm using Android P inside my mobile phone. So from which version to which version, most of the people still using ice cream sandwich. So if I am using gingerbread to ice cream sandwich and I had created application for gingerbread and till ice cream, so it will give according to the SDK. So this SDK is been given by 28. So whenever you start any project, you understand that what is the SDK. For right now I'm using this application and it will ask me for how many versions it has been going to be used. So when I put backward compatibility, it is going to ask for permission for me, that what is the permission. If I go and build Gradle, you can see that it just shows that targeted is till 27 and minimum SDK is till 16. So it just gives according to that. I created an application that name was shuffle card, so I just gave minimum SDK version till 16, targeted till 27, and in Android documentation you can see till 15 to 26. Alright, so let's move on with application. Now what this application contains, it allows backup through, it allows the use app icon. It also has the round icons for that, label, that means application name and application theme. Now comes the part of when we create an activity. So there is one application that has only one activity. If you go and you get used to it, you will go and get some more of the activities inside your Android application. But right now we are in the basic of the learning application, so that's the reason it has very low. So right now it only has one activity that has an intent. Now comes the activity number 2, display message, and that's about it. So this video was long, I know, but this was very important if you're into developing Android applications. So next we will go and look forward for coding. So this was all theory video. So that's about it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
What's up and welcome to
part 25
of developing Android application for your Android mobile phone. So we are looking forward for more application. So I'm so sorry that I don't have a Windows machine right now. I'm going to go and continue my tutorials in MacBook. Everything you see on MacBook and Windows is actually going to work the same when you go and use the software Android Studio. So let me just go ahead and start with creating Android application for your Android mobile phone. In this video I'm going to go and create a small application which is going to be like in 2 episodes, and we'll look forward to create more applications. So this is going to be very basic and simple application just to get you understanding of how the Android Studio works. I'm sorry for continuing the videos tutorials so late. So I'm going to go and create new application. The application name is going to be Find Drinks, DRINK, Find Drinks, and I'm not going to put apostrophe because it might give some errors that apostrophe is going to convert into the application. So company domain is ZealPlex, and I'm click on next, and it is going to be 19. As you can see, 91%. Okay, click on next. Empty activity, click on next. Main activity, okay, click on finish. So it is going to create an application. So let me cut this and fast forward when it has been done. So back to the tutorial. So as you can see, it automatically opened Java file. So I'm going to go and remove constraint layout. I'll go and surely make a video on constraint layout, but as the beginner, so I need to go and use the simple linear and relative layout. So I'm going to go and use linear layout for this application because it's very simple application. Now as you can see, all of the things which has been there is constraint layout. If you go and look forward to design view, so I'm going to go and remove the hello world. So I'm going to go and delete on my keyboard. Now go back to the linear layout, the text view and the design view. So now I'm going to go and click on designing. So as you know that in the last video I gave you the surprise of fidget spinner application inside my description. So I'm going to go and introduce you to spinner. So spinner view. So for that I'm going to go and just go and search for spinner, or just go from all of the buttons and find the spinner view, but I'm lazy, so I'm going to go and type spinner. So there is a spinner. So I'm going to click on spinner and click and drag it and leave it over here. So here is the spinner. So after spinner has been added, I'm going to go and put a button. So for that I need a button, so I'm going to clear it out because button is more common and everyone knows how to use it. So click on button and drag it and drop it in the middle. After the button has been there, I'm going to go and use the text to that. So text view and keep it below this. So as it is horizontal, it is giving me some problems. So I'm going to go and keep it as vertical, and this is going to be some errors if that happens with you as well. So I'm going to go and quickly fix all of the code. So why I did the designing view, because it automatically creates for us. So now I'm going to go and fix all of the problems. Click on spinner, Control C and delete it from my keyboard because I want it above. So after that I'm going to go and Control B. Now I want a button and I want a text. So I'm going to go and fix everything up. So right over here in the spinner activity, I'm going to go and use, I want an ID. So ID will be color. So I will keep the ID to spinner will be color, and I'm going to go and accordingly color I will find out what drink I want. So next activity is going to be width. So I don't want width to be match current. I'm going to want it to be wrap content. Next will be margin to that. So I want preview of that because I will forget that what code I'm writing. Alright, so after that I'm going to click on enter and I'm going to give a margin to that. Margin top will be 40 dp and I want gravity to be in center, so it comes in the center of this one. And now I'm going to go and look forward for margin, so I will keep margin on all of the sides. This is going to be 16 dips. Okay, now comes the button. So as you know, spinner is in the middle, button is also going to come in the middle. So I don't want weight to that, so I'll remove the weight because it's taking too much of size. Alright, so now comes the button. Now I'll remove the button and keep find drink underscore drink. Width will be wrap content, gravity will be center, gravity gravity layout gravity will be center. So button is in the center, remove the weight to that. Alright, so height will be wrap content. As you know, it automatically did that. Now comes the part when we keep it on margin, give a margin to that. Margin will be 16 dp as well for the button. And now comes the time when we we look forward for text view. As you know, everything is in the center. We will have to keep it text as well as on the center, but on the text view I'm going to keep the name as brand, brand, brand. All right, brands, so we will have more than one. So height will be wrap content as well, and now I'm going to give a gravity to that. That is going to be center. And now the next thing is, of course, you must be knowing because I did everything wise. Okay, 16 dips to that. So as you know that I'm getting error in each of them. So why is it that I'm getting an error is going to be because of the value which is going to be string. So now there is a rule of having a string on all of the string which is going to be on one XML. So whatever string I use in my any activity or any of the Java file, I'll have to all of the string in one string file. So all of the XML is going to be in one string file, and I'm going to refer it in the main code. So after I have name of the application, I'm going to go and remove that. I'm not going to remove find string. So if I remove this and I'll keep my name over there, that is going to be my application name. So now I'm going to go and add a string to that. So now string, as you know that it is actually giving me a help. So I'm going to keep the name as find underscore drinks, and now I'll close it and it auto closes for me. So I'm keep it find drink, DRIN drinks, and now I'm going to go and give another name which is going to be for my brands. So I'm going to give a string name will be brands, and auto completed for me, no drink selected. Alright, so this is going to be string. So as you know that I have added all of the strings together, I have to refer and give a string array to that as well. Alright, so I'm going to go and give a string arrays to that. So for that I'm going to go and create string, not string. I want to add string array. Alright, so string array is going to be brands. Now I'm going to keep as brand underscore color, and now I'll close it. So I have to add some items to that. Item will be light, next will be other as well. So I'm going to just copy this one, control V, control V, control V. So I have like 4 of them. So after light I will keep it at amber. Next amber will be brown, brown. Next will be darker one, dark, dark. So after I have been created all of this one, now we'll switch back to our XML file and quickly fix all of this one. So now I have to give a spinner and entries to that. So Android, the entries is going to be inside at the rate array brand color. So that's about it with our XML. So if I click on this arrow, it will drop down and give all of the names of this XML if I run it. So I'll see you guys next video, and there we will look forward to create some Java codes. So that's about it for this video. I hope you find this video informative and useful. So see you guys in the next video. What's up everyone, welcome to part 26 of developing Android application for your Android mobile phone. So in the last video we just made application looks. So this is how the application looks like. So in the emulator it looks like if I click on the light button, it is going to give me a drop down that was going to give the option of light, amber, brown or dark, and that's how the application looks like right now. So in this video I'm just going to create the logic at the Java and the application is going to be ended. So in the upcoming videos we will move forward to creating another application. So this is the last part of this application. So it's just a simple application. So now what I'm going to do is if I click on the button, nothing happens. So we have to create on click to our button. So what you have to do is create an on click method to that. So I'm going to click on click. So after the on click has been created, I'm going to go and give the name to an on click method. So I'm going to give the name as being creative on click find drinks. So that's about simple it is. So that's what came in my mind. So as you know, there's giving me a squiggling line that is inside a red color. That means it's a warning. So for that we have to create an on click to this main activity.java. So it's just a shortcut. So what you have to do is after you create it like this, so it is going to give me a warning. So if I click on the red one, it will tell me that should I create on click find ring to main activity. So I'm going to click yes. So it automatically generated code for me, public void on click find drinks. So just for your understanding, I created all of this one. So I'm going to go and copy this one. So if I go and type it out, so you know that what I'm going to go and type out. So let me just go and indent it everything. So let me go and keep it on the straight line and remove this one. Right, so now what I have to do over here is let me just go and open up the import. So as you know, there was view.view not added as I created an auto import. It created values. So now get reference to text view. So if I click on text view, what do you have on text view is going to be text view. So now I have to go and create whatever things is there inside a text view. So get reference to the text view. So I'm going to go and type text view. Then I'm going to go and give brands then is equal to, and no, by right now we have to add what is text view and then text view. Then we create on find view by id. If I click on that, I have to give the reference that what is the id of on text view. So text view id is brands. So now I have to go and keep it on r dot. So you might understand that why I keep on capital R. Capital R refers to res folder, and inside the res folder we have a layout has an id of that. So I will keep r.id.brands. So it is going to connect with that, and I have to end the statement. Now get refer to a spinner. So I'm going to go and type spinner. Spinner, it is going to be having the property of color. Now I'm going to go give the colors and then back with the spinner. After that, find view by ID. Oh, you know, you are getting expert by this right now. So find view by ID dot colors. So okay, only color closest one. Get selected item in the spinner. So now I'm going to go and type string. String will be drink. Type capital T, and then it's going to be string. Now I have to give a value of. So value of will be color dot get selected item. So that is going to be something new for you. So that's what you'll learn from this particular application. Alright, so after display select item brand dot set text drink type. So if I go and run the application, so I don't have any connected device, so I'm going to use my emulator. So I'm going to click on OK. After I clicked on OK, so I will get all of the options. This is green, light, amber, dark, and so I click on button and I get the option of light. If I click on amber, I click on button again, I'll get amber. So that's how simple it is. So now if I think you must be more interested to know how the advisor works, so for that we are going to create another activity for that. So to get the activity for that, we have to create a Java class for that. So to create a Java class, I'm going to go click on right click, new Java class, and here I'm going to give the name as drink advisor. So now I'm going to give it as drink expert, drink expert, and I'm going to click on OK. So now I'm going to go and use the list to do that. So if I click on enter, now I have to type all the list to that. So I'm going to go and type list string. Now I'm going to go and keep it as list will be string brand is equal to new array list. Now I'm going to go and if color dot equals EQUANS equals AMBER amber and curly braces brands dot add, and inside that I'm going to go and name as Maza and then close this one. Now I'm going to keep it as brand dot add and then keep it as Brit is right, and this one as well. So if I have if statement, I need to have an else statement as well. So I'll keep it else, and now I'm going to go and give another name that is going to be brands dot add, and then inside this one I'm going to keep it as Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. Now and this one brand dot add, and then again I'm going to go and give it as name as 7 Up. So these are all famous drinks. So this is going to be a soft drink application. So that's about it for this application. I hope you found this video informative, and I'll see you guys in the next video where we'll create another application. So see you guys in the next one.
What's up everyone, welcome to part 27 of developing Android application for your Android mobile phone. So as you know that when we start making Android application, you have to get used to it. You need to have to be addicted to create more and more applications. So that is going to make yourself much more addicted to Android Studio, and you can create more and more application, and that is going to make your life much more easier. So we are going to make a small application that is going to be named as Ludo Dice. So we are going to create 2 dice for that, and let's get started with creating some application for that. So for that I have to keep capital L because that was giving me the error that I have to keep LU. So there is a warning on that first letter should be L capital. So L Ludo DICE dice. So Ludo dice, Nazir is my name.com. Click on next. Jelly bean. So if I click on help me choose what things is coming up with Android Studio platform, if I click on KitKat, it shows me what new things came: hosting of NFC card emulator, reading SMS and MMS. So whatever the new things comes in the upcoming versions, it is already going to be showing you that what new things came in which version. So if I go and click on Nougat 24 API level 24, so it is going to show me what new things came. So if I click on Nougat 7.1 API level 25, it is going to show me that it supports data server number blocking. Okay, so it has new things which is going to be coming in the new version. It is good platform for VR mode. So making a VR game or something, you need to have at least like Nougat 7.1, and all other version is not going to be very much compatible to VR. So if you are making VR, look forward to what update is there on which version, and accordingly you decide to that. Right, so we are making very simple. So Jelly Bean Nougat will be, so Jelly Bean API level 16 is very low and it shows any 9.2. That means all the phones in the world is going to support this. So if I click on next, click on empty activity, click on next again and keep it as default and click on finish. So it is going to take some time, so I'll fast forward and continue when it has been built. Alright, so my application has been loaded and now I'm going to go and explore Gradle. So I'm going to open everything. So as you see it again and again, it is going to make yourself comfortable with all of the application and what are the folders inside the application. So this looks pretty nice to me because I like to make it much more clear in front of my eyes, so I never get messed up with what things is left. So I know each and everything what is going on in Android Studio if I keep everything on. So there you see import, so I'll keep it import as plus. So I see what are the imports in main activity.java, and this is the design view and this is the text view. Alright, so now I'm going to go and import some image because create some application need to have some images to work with. It all depends, you start coding first or later you get the images, or you put the images first and with the images you start working on it. So this is how the application looks right now. You can see there is no design to that. The reason behind that is in the styles. So if I click on styles and if I keep as dark action bar, and if I click like no action bar, so no action bar in the design, it is going to give no action to that, and there will be nothing on here. So maybe there must be chances that you must be seeing Ludo dice over there, but just because of the style and keeping as no action bar inside values folder, that is style, in the theme click no action bar, it is going to remove that dice one. Alright, so I'm going to go and look forward to grab some images and pasting it inside the Android Studio. So I'm going to go and open up my folder. So this is my logo, so I'm going to go and put my logo to that, and I'm also going to copy one background to that and 6 of the dice images and the logo above the dice images. So final product of this images will be shown to you after some time. So but 1 2 3 4 5 6 images of dice, one logo images, but that is going to come above the application, and one background image, and this is the application app logo. So right now I'm going to go and put a app logo to that. So to add a logo to that, what you have to do is click on new image asset, go and click on background. So inside desktop I have a Ludo, and inside the Ludo there is an image that is named as app logo. So this is app logo. If I click on OK, so it is going to go and appear. As you can see, it's covering up more of the logo, so I'm going to go and give it as trim, yes. So let me go and keep it like more. So this looks nice to me, so I'm not a little happy, so this looks nice to me. So it is going to go and add a logo like that to it, maybe. Okay, so this looks perfect. So I'm going to go and click on next, finish. So this is going to go and put a logo to my application. Now I have to go and get all the images. So I'm going to go and click on control and click all of the images. So I have clicked and control copy. Now I'm going to go inside my drawable folder, click on paste to that, because this is the easiest way to get all the images. So click on OK, click on OK, and all the images inside my drawable folder. So that's about it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one, where we actually do something with the application. Right now we just added some images to our application. So see you guys in the next one. What's up, welcome to part 28 of developing Android application for your Android mobile phone. So now I'm going to go and create some XML to the application. So right now we will move forward from design to text. So right now I don't want constraint layout, move forward for linear layout. Alright, so inside the design view we will go and move forward for linear layout. So inside the linear layout we have a text which I don't want. So inside the linear layout I'm going to go and create an image to that. So we will go and look forward for image. So this is the image view. I'm going to go click on it and move it and click on project. We will need to have a logo to that, so I'll click OK. So after we have added a linear layout to it, so we have to go and put some orientation to that. Orientation will be vertical. Inside that we have to put a padding to that. Padding will be like, for example, 16 dp. So inside that we will have an image logo to over here. Then we have two dice over here, and we'll put a button, because like if we click on the button, these two dice have to move, and that's how the application is going to be final product. So that's what we are going to create. So inside this one we have to go and put a relative layout to that. I know relative layout will be match parent, height will be wrap contained. Alright, so inside the relative layout I want to have an image view to that. So after we have added a relative layout to it, we will go and move forward for image view, click on it and drag it and drop it inside the relative layout. Click on projects. So we will have a logo to that. This is the logo. Click on OK, and there you see our logo is on the top of the view. So alright, so after that we have to put a linear layout again, because we are going to add one dice image over here and another dice image over here, and then put a button down below. So for that we'll go and look forward for linear layout. So this is the layout, this is the linear layout. So I'll click on it and after the relative layout. So this is the linear layout. Inside the linear layout we will go and put two images to that. So back with the common one image will come over here. That image is going to be your dice one. Click on OK. Okay, so this image is pretty big. Make the image a little smaller. So we will go and click on the dice image. So we will put our width, for example 100 dp, 50 dp, maybe 50 dp. Height also 50 dp. Okay, 100 dp, 100 dp. Height also 100 dp. This is how it looks. I guess 150 dp and 150 dp. So alright, so we are going to go and put, like, for example, horizontal will be vertical. Alright, and the layout we will put another image that is going to come over here. So again we will go and click on dice one, click OK. So it comes on another line. So this is because of match parent. So we will go and put 150 by 150 dp. And if this looks like this, we will go and put a horizontal to that. So that's about it. So that's what we want. Alright, so height will be 200 dp or 170 dp, maybe 160. Alright, so this looks nice to me. So now we will go and move forward to create one more relative layout. So we will go click on layout, and where is relative layout? I don't see any. So we will go and put relative layout. So this is the relative layout. Click and we will put a relative layout to that. So that is a relative layout. We will add a button inside. So we will put a button inside. There is this relative layout, and there you see a button. So I want this button in the center. So I'll click on it, and here over here give the name, for example, in the button I'll put the text, for example, roll, because if I click on it, so it is going to roll the dice. Keep R capital. So this is the roll, and text button. So this is going to be the ID text button. We have to keep it on center. I don't see anything, so I'll view for all of the attributes, and then I want to go and find a center to it. So I'll drag it a little bit so it's much more easier for me. Center parent. So if I click on it, it just goes and move it on the center. So that's about it. So right now I want a background to it as well. So for that I am going to go inside my design, inside my text, and I'll put a image to that. So app is equal to im image src. So I'll put a background to that. Android background, it will be inside a drawable code. So it just shows drawable background, and that's so simple. So this is the background image which we have, and this is the design how it looks. So that's how simple it is. So we just made a logo to that and put two of the dices over there and put a roll button to that. You can get more creative and find a good images of dice, but this is the simplest dice I found it. Actually I didn't found it, I just got an image, I just photoshopped it, and I made a smaller square one, so it just shows 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 dots to it. So that's about it for this video. Next we will go and put some functionality to this one. So see you guys in the next one. What's up, welcome to part 29th of developing Android application for your Android mobile phone. So we are working on Doodoo Dice app. So now we have made some images, we have added some XML file. Now we have to move forward from that to Java file. So right now let's go and build some Java to that. So it is going to be very short video, not a lengthy one. So we have to go and move forward for button. So as you know that I just told you that whatever the strings you have to keep every string inside the string of that one. So we will go and move forward to that, and now we are going to put a string to that, str string. We have a button, so we'll keep the name as role button, and now we close it and keep the name role button. Right, so this is the name of the id which we are going to go and put a role button to that. Now we have to move to xml file, and now we will keep the text id to be role button. After that, we added the role button to that. We have to go and move to adding like left dice and right dice. So these are the two images, so we will keep the id to that will be left, because this is the left dice, so left left, dice left dice. Now we will put a right dice to that, rigst right, dice right dice. So after we have added, so there you see there was a warning because we have not added any Java code to that. So we'll move forward from that and start making some Java code to that. Alright, so I have to declare, for example, right now I have to declare that button is declared as role button. I close that one, and now we have to go and put a role button so action. So role button will be, so I just realized while tapping that role doesn't have double O's, it has double L to that, so double L, right? So it's a button 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 should be capital B. Now we have to put a find view by id to that, find. So I'll type find view by id, so there's true L to that. So I just curious that did I put I right. So inside the button I typed ROLL, and inside string as well I put 2LL, but what happens to me in Java code? I don't know. So is equal to find view by id, find view by id, r will be resource dot id, id name is role button, and then close this one. So before the update of the Android Studio, we have to put like it's a button, so I have to say that it is a button which we are declaring on. So after we have added button to that, we have two other images as well. So we have image view, so I am a image view will have image view. We are using left dice, dice is equal to image view will have find view by id, and it's a left image, left dice, dice left dice, and then close this one. I forgot to put r.id. Alright, so now I'm being a lazy enough, so I just copy this one and paste it down below. Replace it with right dice, right GHT right, DICE right dice, and this is going to be right dice. So that's about it for this video. Now we'll look forward to create some more of the Java code, and see you guys in the next one. What's up everyone, welcome to part 30 of developing Android application for your Android mobile phone. So this is going to be part 30 of your application of Ludo Dice, and in this video I'm going to complete this application. So let's get started and let's see how we can go and do that. So we have done with XML part, now we will look forward for the Java part. So let me zoom it a bit. So as far we have gone till here, now I'm going to go and add on click listener. So when I press the button, it should do the work, and to do the work it should have on click listener. So let's just go and add that one. That name will be role button, button, role button, and then set on click listener. It is auto suggesting me, so I'm going to hit enter. Now it's new, so again view on click listener, and it is going to auto complete it for me, but okay, yeah, it did. So now I have to go and create a randomization. So button should do the work, so we have to add some random to that. The reason behind I have to make it random is just look at this application right now. Application should do, and not every time the dice is going to have same number, it should be random. So we have an option of making random numbers in Android Studio, so let's just go and do that. For that we have to make a random, random, random number generator. Yeah, actually has random generator. Now is equal to new random, and then close this one. Now as we have make it random, now it should have to do something, and as we are using dice, we are going to mention that we are making a new random generator, and that is going to be in numbers. So we have to go with int number is equal to random number generator. Okay, it already suggested me next int, and close this one. Now we are using a dice, so it is going to start from 0 1 2 3 4 5, so it will stop at 6. So it will do what is 0 1 2 3, because programmers use like 0 1 2 3, and if you know that what I mean to say. So as you can see, we have two dice, one is left side and another is right side. So when I click on the button, it should roll the left dice as well as right dice. That's how we are going to make the Ludo work, because we are having two dice in order to make the button roll. So one button is going to work for two of the buttons. One button, roll button, is going to work for two different images, and it is going to make a two dice appear and work it in a different way. So first of all, we have to go and check it out how we can make it roll with the left one. So for that we are going to go and add some finalization. So here I have added one word final. Now I have to add that final over here as well, final, because I am not going to change it anyway. So now we are using arrays for that. So for arrays, again I'm going to go and use final, because I am not going to use it again in. And as we are using arrays, so we have to use square brackets and dice array. Dice array is equal to quotation, close this one, and here I'm going to go and type r dot drawable dot, let's see what's the name of it, dice1 png. So right here I'm going to go and type one dice, another is going to be dot drawable dot two dice, and then you know the drill. Alright, so let me just go and type that out after I have mentioned with the array. So let me keep it on the line. So let's go and jump back to that. So we will go for left dice dot, okay, no spacing over here, dot set image dice array, which just we created dice image, and we just named the integer as number. So we are going to mention number, and then I forgot to add square brackets, so it was giving me the error, square brackets, and the error is gone. So let's see what does it happens if we just go and play that one. So let me just go and run the application inside the emulator. So we have to go and hit on play and run it. So wait for it to run. So it's gonna take some time to load and install, so we have to wait till it get installed. Launching activity. Okay, so we are going to have an application right here. Okay. Okay, so as we have mentioned with left eye, so we have to see if that button works. If I click on it, there you go, left button works. Yes, it is randomizing and it is changing the images, so that works. Alright, so what happens if we go and make it as right one as well? So let me just go and copy that one, Laziness is going to be best friend of our programmers. We just have to make it alright, guys. Alright, right, and then run it again. Run the application again and hold it for a second. And there you go, our application has loaded successfully. Now we are going to go and roll the dice. Okay, there's something wrong. Why is my button working as same 3 by 3 if I roll it 6 by 6, 4 by 4? That probably is going to be because we are using number as number, and that number generator is using just one time. So we have to separate it from left image to right image. So as you know, the compiler starts from top to bottom, so it is going from the left and then it will go to the another line that is going to be 43. So we are going to add another generator between left and right, which is going to be actually making a two separation between left dice and right dice. So let's just go and make another generator between these two buttons. So let me just go and add number because that was the integer which we made, and we will make it random button generator dot next, and that is going to be 6 because we have 6. Okay, 0 to 5. Okay, so let's just go and restart and run it again. This is going to be the moment of truth that we have actually made our application complete or not. So let's see, and let's hold up for that and let's hope for the best. So the changes have been applied. Our dice actually works in a separate or not. So one by one, and if I click on it, 2, it's not working. Okay, there you go. 5 by 6, 4 by 6, 5 by 3. Okay, that actually explains that the randomization is actually working and we have successfully created a Ludo Dice application. Congratulations on completing Ludo Dice application. Congratulations for being an app developer and making an application for yourself with the help of learning how to make it XML, then learning how to make an Java application and actually running it inside an emulator or using your physical own phone. I hope you found this course interesting. Do comment it down below and let me know what are the reviews of yours to learning from myself. So see you guys in upcoming course or in upcoming videos. So see you guys next time. You can follow the link below and contact me if you need any help. So congratulations again to you. So that's about it for this course of developing Android application for your Android mobile phone.